Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, who left this sandwich out on the table? It's got a plate in it. Mmm, delicious. Get my daily amount of ceramic. I'm sure some of that is useful for your body. Maybe me. Alright, welcome back to Pokemon Violence, everybody. And the violence just keeps on going. We're at a point in the game where I have to, get good and actually build a semi-competent team for once. What is this? I can't just overlevel? Oh boy, oh boy. We just have a couple of gyms left, a couple of Titans left, a couple of Team Star bases left. Makes it sound like there's a lot of stuff left, but I assure you, we're definitely over halfway through the main story. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Gotta be completely honest with y'all. I may just chillax for the next couple of streams. I'll still try to get at least one badge per, but I don't want to feel like I'm rushing through all these places. Like, there's so many places to see, so many Pokemon to catch, so many places to explore, and I want to enjoy my treasure hunting in Paldea. So, get your mayonnaise jars ready, cause let's turn those frying pans into sandwich pans. That makes no sense. Let's start the game. The sandwiches I've been making definitely haven't been increasing my brain power. That's for sure. Alright, so since the last time I booted up this game, which, was yesterday. Look, this is the kind of game where if you're on lunch break at work, you're just like, maybe I'll just boot the Switch up and play for an hour or 2 or 3. Hey, look where we loaded up. You want to know why? Because I spent right before stream farming some chips. Not tortilla chips, Sinistea chips. Hello there, child. I'm a collector of curiosities and a great lover of Sinistea. So bring me their corpses, and I shall use them to summon them from the grave. I'm a curio with a dark past, shall we say. It's yours for 10 Sinistea chips. That will do nicely. I feel more connected with Sinistea now. I realize there's no Hex Maniac trainer class in this game, is there? Ooh, you know what? There aren't many trainer classes, are there? I've only seen, students and businessmen. What's going on here? It's like they were rushed or something. Here's the curio I promised you. Careful with it. It's steeped in a potent malice. A set of malicious armor. I'd rather have a set of delicious armor. It's probably made of fried dough. Ooh, it looks like Dragon Quest armor. It looks like the kind of armor in Dragon Quest where you put it on and it curses you. A peculiar set of armor that can make a certain species of Pokemon evolve. Oh, can you get just infinite? Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. That means I don't have to worry about wasting the one I just got on, maybe a substandard Charcadet. You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm okay. It doesn't matter how good the Charcadet is. What matters is that they are mine. What matters is that they have been deemed worthy of the malicious armor. Use! What is brain? We don't need brain when you have fire. Mega Man is evolving. I have ceramic plate poisoning. It would go really well with my mercury poisoning. Ooh! Now, if that don't look like something straight out of Mega Man Battle Network, I'm pretending to be surprised, even though this Pokemon and the other one from Scarlet have been all over my timeline on Twitter, and people keep tossing them out on their, whenever we play online. It's really good, though. Finally, I have one. I thought that said Fire Badass Pokemon. It basically is. An old set of armor steeped in grudges caused this Pokemon's evolution. Cerulege cuts its enemies into pieces without mercy. Ooh. You are close to living. Big reason that I chose to obtain this Pokemon, besides that it looks cool and everybody else has one. I totally don't have FOMO. I have FOMO because... I don't have FOMO because I just got it. 70? Yes. Because today, I think we're taking down the Psychic Gym. It's somewhere around here. It's close. I can feel it. And by that, I mean I have to travel all the way across the map. And also, its level is a little low for what I need it to be at. Don't worry. Little bit of candy can fix that. Easy peasy. Let's give you some... Oh boy, I hope I can at least get you to level 35. Let's see. I'm gonna give you all the small candy. 30, that's not bad. Woo! October, I was a ghost. That's true. I am one with my ghost-type Pokemon. I am the one reborn. I had to get reincarnated and reimplant all my memories. I hope that's okay with everybody. It certainly helps me out. Sometimes, you know, every year I just need to go through this process of rebirth to, like, refresh my mind, my body, and my soul, and so that I can remain immortal as a chicken of the internet. It's how I keep my youthful vigor. Shibbity-boo. Lava plume, that sounds cool. You were close. Mickey wants an ice cream root beer float now. Don't make sure not to grab the mayonnaise. Not that I've made that mistake ever. Front of Scarlet Flames. Oh, just replace Incinerate. Sure, why not? Would like it if it learned, like, a physical fire move. Do I have any of those TMs? Why can't he learn X's? I mean, it'd be a move he can do. He's not a bug type. Alright, alright. That's not totally high enough for the gym, but it's pretty high, I think. We got our team set up. Okay, here's my plan. Here's my plan for the Psychic Gym. We got Pepita, who has, Shadow Orb? Shadow Ball, that's the name of the move. We've got Ketchup, Bug-type Fury Cut. We got Mega Man, who just learned Shadow Claw. That's it, we got at least 3 Pokemon ready to take on the Psychic Gym. And you know what? Swiper also has a dark move too, don't they? Yeah, Bite. This will be great. Just don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe the Sasquatch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, 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 hey! In the interest of making sure I don't miss out on anything, let's fly to Cortando and walk down to the lower left area. At the very least, take a leisurely stroll, you know? So Sapphire, welcome on in. How you doing? You, Mr. Defeated the Pokemon League. I'm assuming you defeated the Pokemon League. You were at the Pokemon League last time I saw you. How are you doing? I got Mega Man out here. Say hi to Mega Man. Yeah. Is it just me or is that Igglybuff a weird color? Hold on, give me a second. Wait a minute. I think it's just the lighting. Hi! You can never tell with some of these Pokemans. We're continuing our Pokemon journey. Check it out. Psychic Gym, Alfornada. The gym leader, Tulip, the bewitching beautician. This psychic type leader is a real force, even among gym leaders. She runs a cosmetics brand, which she also models for, and she aims to be the very best in everything she does, including battle. Oh, sorry, ma'am, I don't mean to mess up your makeup, but I'll do whatever it takes. Glad it's the weekend. Oh yeah, you know it is. You know it is. Anybody got some exciting plans? I'm excited for the fact that I don't have plans. It definitely feels like for the longest time I've just had busy weekend after busy weekend. I thought I'd be done like once Halloween started, but it just kept coming. And it don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Goodbye, Smoliv. It would make sense not to live for fun. I wonder what the outbreak is over here. Of Magikarp? Alright, sure, let's find a gold one. Go! The balloon follows you. That's hilarious. Igglybuff, one of those dumb shinies that looks regular. I'm assuming it is. I mean, even if it wasn't, you gotta assume that because I am me, because I am colorblind, more Pokemon than usual are that. Oh, this is gonna suck. I can't, like, kill the Magikarp with the R1 button. Maybe if I shut out a water type. There you go. Die! Die! Magikarp has to be one of the, like, funniest shinies. Simply because it calls back to that, like, one episode of the anime where it's like, oh, buy this rare golden Magikarp, right? But then you can't do anything with it unless you evolve it. But then making a shiny Gyarados seems like a waste because you get one for free whenever you play Pokemon Gold and Silver. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, whatever version pleases you. So if I actually get a shiny Magikarp, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as is. It's literally just a trophy. It's a monument. Standing for something that purely looks nice. I love it. I love it for that fact alone. Either that or I'll level it to 100 and just tackle the Elite Four. Maybe it'll do something. What is that? Choodle? Yeah, Choodle just drowning down there. Wonderful. Anybody have a shiny Magikarp? Y'all choosing to evolve it or not? You caught me at an interesting time, sir. Bratterfield, once in a lifetime streaming during the day. How you doing, sir? Welcome on in. Miku, welcome back. Dormoth, hello, hello. Y'all doing great? Brad was doing a little bit Link to the Past randomizer. It was a fun little time. Every time he got an item, it made a little chicken clucky cluck. Welcome to the Pokemon. We're just potentially shiny hunting Magikarp. I was just saying it's one of the funniest shinies to me because I never want to evolve it. I can easily get a shiny Gyarados just by playing Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So I'm just shiny hunting it for the sake of it. It's great. How y'all doing? How was the randomizer? Did you make some good progress? Are you doing something where, are you starting a new file every time you stream it, or are you continuing the one file? Welcome on in. Sleepy Memories, welcome on in. Sounds like my kind of randomizer. Oh yeah, I don't even need a randomizer. I just naturally provide the sound. What is that? That's a Pokemon. It's small. Whoa, 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 whoa! Ah! The perfect cast! My ex! Goofy movie, anyone? We skipped the musical number. We were supposed to float down the river on the upturned car. Nobody else but you. We're just a crew. We're friends forever. Nobody else but you. Yeah. Brad made some pretty good progress. You have to do another run around just before the top of Ganon's tower. That's how it is, right? Why is that? Is it because you're missing, like, one key item that you haven't technically needed up until... Oh, my goodness. Up until now? Yeah! As you can see, I've been making slow but steady progress in Pokemans. I've got the glider. Although, is it totally necessary? Who knows? Oh! Yep! Alright, let's say 5 more Magikarp. And if a shiny doesn't show up, let's just keep on moving on. Because I've definitely seen several Magikarp outbreaks since the beginning of this game, and I just haven't been finding them. I just haven't been bothering with them, honestly, for the reasons I just stated. Exactly that. Missing one item. Ah! At least it's not the Link to the Past and Metroid randomizer, right? You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know if the item you're missing is in Metroid or Link to the Past. Look at the experience amounts we're getting from each kill, too. Only like 2 to 4. If I kill enough Magikarp to actually, like, level up, then I know I've been here too long. Yeah, we just started. Hope you're doing good. We're about to head towards the Psychic Gym. I got a party somewhat set up. What I really like about this game so far is that it's been encouraging you to, you know, swap out your team, and then you can use your favorites, or you can just take a different team to every gym, so be it. I think I'm at a point in the game, though, where I have to legitimately think of the team I want to bring to the Elite Four. It's interesting. Like, I looked up... Alright, no more shiny hunting. I'm calling it there. I looked up just because it felt like the levels of the Pokemon I'm about to fight are higher than they really ever have been. Yeah, I looked up the levels of the Pokemon of the Elite Four of Gen 1. And yeah, they're only about level 50, low 50s, high 40s. It's like... This game, it's like they actually thought of the balance of this game and changed it accordingly. Maybe. I'm liking it so far. The Koi King Massacre. It's okay. Have you seen Koi proliferate? Have you seen how fast they can populate an area? I've been watching a lot of goldfish keeping videos on YouTube. I have no idea why. It just keeps getting recommended to me. And I hear so many things like, oh yeah, if one of your fish, you decide you don't want them anymore, definitely do not release them into the wild, and definitely do not flush them down the toilet. So, aka the things that a lot of people do. Don't release them into the wild, because without natural predators, they breed like heck and hex, and just overtake the natural waterways of the area you live in, and they grow huge. Flush them down the toilet, yeah, you know, the septics of a city system are not designed to really handle fish over waste. Yeah, you're pretty much... Your best bet is actually to just, you know, once it passes, give it a proper burial. Give it a little fish coffin. Yeah. Thank Twig, what's up? So let your dog out, got ice cream, now you're here. Ah, did you get some good ice cream? We were just talking about ice cream earlier. For some reason, the sandwich making scene in Pokemon kinda looks like that there's a little tub of ice cream on there. I don't think there's any sandwich recipe in the game that has ice cream, but feel free to prove me wrong. Game Freak thinking about balance? Say it ain't so. I like how the little Go-Goats, or Skiddos, are just on the little mountains, ridges. They're like mountain goats, where they can stand on like a literal inch outcropping and be totally fine. If anything, it works with the janky physics of this game. Battles can get challenging if you're actually at the same level. Yeah, that's why I'm not too bothered by experience share not being disableable anymore. As long as the game's balanced around it, it's not too different from any other RPG. Like, you got games like Chrono Cross where your entire team levels up with you, whether they're with you or not. Oh, yeah! Go, 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 go! No! Come on, come on, come on, come on! saying so. Hi, LeChonk. Bye, LeChonk. I need to get that fancy glowing sword. It's too ominous to ignore. Alright, let's do our patented backwards jumps. Still working, baby. And people thought Game Freak would patch it out. How do I like my Croc Pepita all grown up? I absolutely love her. Let's murder this baby to show off her skills. She attacks with singing. I identify with this. I attack everybody in chat with my singing like all the time. Except for me, it's not very effective because clearly y'all are still here. Dang, I need to focus. I need to train up. Okay, looks like I can't glide there. I'll probably have to come up from a higher vantage point. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll mark it, and I'll remember to come back to it. Where have you heard that song? It reminds me of, I think it's one of the songs in Rock Band.
Feels like such a waste to hit a dead end and just turn back with nothing to show, so, shall we?
Yes, ma'am. Hiker Carla! Bow, bow. I'm probably way too overleveled for this area. I'm actually surprised that the Psychic Gym is so much higher level than everything else. Unless the map is wrong, and I just skipped it for no reason. I'll take it either way, but... Yo, the main reason I'm doing as many gyms as I am is because I want to make sure I don't over-level out of my Pokemon. Oh yeah, Mario time. Pepita. So we got ice cream on sale at the gas station. Usually buy ice cream from, so you tried something new. Salted caramel. That sounds pretty good. Does it have actual caramel in it, or is it mostly the flavor? Like caramel sauce. Ooh. Having an issue with the path I wanted to take. Oh no, yeah. Everything is a higher elevation over here. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna have to approach this from another angle. Look at this. This is video games right here. Open world. I think we have to actually go in south from here. Let's try it. Take a look. Take a look at what my team looks like so far. I might have to switch out. I'm using Mega Man because I've been wanting to use them ever since the beginning of the game and seeing everybody evolve theirs. But because I started with Fuecoco, I don't think my team has room for him. I'm probably gonna swap him out for Dreepy. Once I can get Dreepy to a high enough level. I keep forgetting that thing evolves at level 50. It's a little much, considering you catch it at like 17. The game really expects me to keep them around that long? Well, they're right. But I'll hold off for using them for right now. Whee! I wonder what the next upgrade will be for my bike. Because I assumed that the flying upgrade would be the very last one. It's like, oh, now you have total freedom of control. Don't confirm or deny, but my guesses right now are either the ability to actually fly and not just glide. Oh, look, another Charcadet. You're too inexperienced, kid. I can't take you. Or the ability to, like, go even faster with my dash. So that maybe I can get, like, a really long glide just by zooming. You know, something like that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh! Okay. The upgrades are tied to the specific Titan. I didn't know that. I assumed they were just, like, Whichever one you get last is the one you get last. That's cool. Alright, I wonder which one I'm missing then. At the very least, the game is probably designed so that the one I still have remaining, I think I only have one missing. The one I still have remaining would be the last one, because it's like all the way up in the north, where all the strong Pokemon are, and where all the strong gyms are. Mine's Mega Man, Brad's is Blues, and yours is Zero. Heck yeah. Wait a minute, there's 3 variations of it? I thought there were only 2. Oh, did we actually name them that? Kind of funny to me that Proto Man, aka Blues, is red, but Mega Man is blue. It still works out somehow, though. Beautiful. Like, excuse me, environment, I will thank you not to flicker on my stream. You're making yourself look bad. Don't you know this game is perfectly made and there's no bugs whatsoever? Clearly. I fought Earthworm earlier than you, but got the same upgrade. Ah. Okay, that's cool. I just assumed it worked that way because the gym leaders go in order of like, whichever one you get next gives you a +5 level. That's probably easier to do. Oh, I'm back here again. Wait, what? Oh no, I went the wrong south. No, I just came all the way around again. Ah! Hold on. I gotta make sure I go down the coast this time. Just on my little road trip. How many times do I have to drive down the one freeway? Here, just to make sure I do it down the coast, let's set this as the destination. What are these, by the way? These little icons with the type on them? I may have not been paying attention when the game told me. Oh, they're Terra Raids. I see. That makes sense. They're the little, like, crystals. Wow. Okay. If I want to make it to Afornata, I think, yeah, I can come down this little rocky path and then back up, it looks like? Maybe. Either way, you can do a little exploring. Wow. It's like I'm playing a certain other Nintendo open world game that I will not mention by name. Because I've definitely said it more than enough over the course of this year. Just saying. Pokemon. Now, because I just want this game to go relatively smoothly, I've been following a map for the general level of things. I've definitely played enough of this game that I bet that even if a gym was suddenly level 50, I wouldn't be too unable to fight them, you know? I've got some level 40-something Pokemon. That's not too underleveled. What are you doing out here, kid? I started from the west gate of Mesa Goza. Cool, you want a prize? Marin. Xenoblade 3? Absolutely. It's a Pikachu! It said a Pikachu thing! Oh my goodness! It's a little thing, but I like that they went back to using the cry for Pikachu and Eevee. Like, they don't need to be that marketable. They're already recognizable. Why is it that they were the only one that got to have their voice while all the other Pokemon were still like Game Boy bleeps and blues, huh? I think it's better. I did miss hearing the actual Pikachu cry. It's been years. It was fun when Pokemon Yellow was able to do it. please. And like, why did they need a different voice, huh? Pikachu being special or something. Whee! What I would have also accepted is if they gave every Pokemon a canonical, like, voice. Which would be hell to be like, make sure every voice actor for every Pokemon anime sounds exactly the same as the voice we gave them in the game. How many voice actors do you think they'd need to convincingly make 1,000 different Pokemon all sound different enough? Right? Dominate the nation. Nice fourth. How you doing? We're driving perilously across this cliff while fighting Moist Critical. Let's have a battle. It'll help me feel less alone and lost. Ah, yeah, that's Moist Critical. Backpacker, pow! 15 voice actors. Have I found a Torkoal yet? Yeah! I was able to... I forget exactly where I caught mine, but I was actually just farming right to the east of Zapapico. Zapapico! For a certain Pokemon, and I saw a couple of Torkoals while I was doing that. Not too bad. A lot of Pokemon in the original Japanese and English dub use the same VAs. Yeah, if the Pokemon's name doesn't change. What's Pikachu's voice actress's name? Like, something Otani? Wow, props to this Go-Go for surviving. Good job, Dilly. But you must die! I like how in some episodes of the original anime, they, this does nothing to help my anxiety. Damn. Why you gotta be so real, man? Some of the original episodes, Squirtle, they forget to change out his voice. So if you listen real closely, sometimes you just hear him go like, Zenny, 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 Zenny. Because I think its name is like Zenigame or something. Zenny, 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 instead of Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirtle. I did like how in the early seasons, at least, they tried to keep the tone of voice pretty similar to the Japanese ones. I want to get a selfie of me beating you with this gorgeous view as a backdrop. Yeah, don't take too many steps far back, Alan. Look at you, anime. If you just wore like a jacket over your uniform, you could maybe be an anime protagonist. Maybe. Almost look like Kaiba, actually. Torkoal's cry in this game sounds like a grunt, like a dude. What, like Kratos? Brother Kratos! I've been watching Sprint 6864 play some Dada Boy. He just finished the first game. He's starting the new one, Dad in the Rock. And I will say, Kratos do be Kratos. I haven't even played the original God of War series, but like, seeing the fact that they actually acknowledge it as part of Kratos' history and actually write it into the new games, I actually love that a lot. Like, he's a character. He's grown. Because he's a dad now. A selfie of my defeat, huh? Yeah, don't take a selfie of your feet. That's on the internet already. What? Let's check the Pokédex, actually. Let's hear that Torkoal dude. You can still hear cries in this game, right? In the Pokédex. It used to be a thing in the previous games. Drew? Yeah, Drew. Putting that quote-unquote cat camera. You know what he's really doing. Who else needs a camera that low? I was rewatching Drew's stream since I missed the first half of it. Playing some Resident Evil 2 remake. There's some good emotes I was able to clip from that. Just because his stream kept, like, dropping frames. Details. Ooh! Let me hear that one more time. Oof! Can we get a Manoka oof? Really just sounds like a dude. When you played the original Doom, and you try to open a door, but it's locked, and the dude just goes, "Oof, oof." It sounds like that. It sounds exactly like that. Oof. Oof. Ah, crap, I forgot I don't have the Mario sound anymore. It used to be when when somebody types Manoka oof, it sounds like Mario from 64 going, oof. Doom guy jumping. Oof. There's a lot of trainers out here. Good. Perfect for my leveling. You shall make fine experience. I lost at the Alfornada gym, so I'm doing some more training. If his name is Jack, I'm gonna scream. Jacobo! That's almost Jack. Wait, why am I over there? What? Oh! Okay. Yo. Dude doing a 180. Like, who's that trainer in the back? Wait, I'm not playing multiplayer. Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. Yo, can I record that? Let me see. Let me see if that got saved. For a second, I'm like, oh, who's that? Who's that with the outfit? Oh, wait, I have that outfit right now. Right there. Look. Vine boom. Doof. I'm saving that for later. Somebody clip that so I can turn it into like put it as one of my clips on the best of 2022. I'll add the vine boom and everything. You just watch. You know what? No vine boom. I'll just add Torko's cry. This game is a work of art, y'all. I don't know. I don't even know what people are saying are wrong with it. Acrobatics, hell yeah. It actually makes a lot of sense for quackable. Massive damage to the user isn't holding an item. I mean, technically, I don't give it an item. Let's switch it out for now. We've had some Pokemon fights where you're in between the Pokemon and the wild Pokemon. The Pokemon sends you out. You're fighting it with your fists. I actually saw somebody. Brad, thanks for the clip. I saw somebody do that. Like, they got it so that they were able to be in front of their Pokemon, so it looked like their Pokemon was training them. And then somebody playing multiplayer with them was able to do that themselves, so it looked like two trainers were fighting with their fists. Yet another defeat. Yeah, man, I suggest going to the Pokemon Center or something. Or, you know, not taking on the Psychic Gym. Oh, look at that star up there. Urgic's lantern looks down on us all. Just, try not to summon Kalasmos. Moss. Yo, Toxtricity. Yo, Gabite. Yo, there's some good stuff over here. I'll catch the Toxtricity. Y'all can wait your turn. Gotta head Sylvando in the front. Aqua Step. It's got a tiny evil Tockle in it. Nice guy looking nice. I will say, it's interesting how they're handling the story for this game. I think they're doing the right thing because it's an open... Anytime you have an open world game, you have to find a way to either, like, integrate the story into wherever you might happen to be, or railroad you until you, like, do enough story that it opens up. It really depends. The way that this game is taking that approach is like, I guess until you fight the Elite Four, the story is mostly character moments with Nimona and with Arvin and whoever you end up like interacting with at that location. Penny, Cassiopeia, Clive. So, you know, the overall story with getting Miraidon and anything happening with the Great Crater, that's clearly waiting until after all the gym stuff is done. But it works, because, like, you're just focusing on living your life. There's no, like, looming thing in the background, at least not yet. So the reason I mentioned that is, like, what if it gets revealed that Miraidon or Koraidon come from the space? Space! Yeah.
Going to the one place, not corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I wanted to give them a status effect, but instead I got one. Ultra Ball. Like, what if we only get that after, like, the entire story is done? Or I guess they probably came from the crater. I don't know. Point is, it's funny to me that in Sword and Shield, the story kind of just interrupts you. Frickin' Chairman Rose being like, by the way, I awakened an ancient god who's been powering your TVs this whole time. Too bad it escaped. Good luck, Champion Leon. Like, you gotta do this right in front of my Pokemon League championships, please. It gulped down stagnant water and generates electricity. That is gross. Oh, it's the base form. Hell yeah, I love this one. I'm gonna name you after the bassist from Ace Attorney 4.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Clive is such a mysterious character. Oh, that looks very nice over there. Yes. Where is my Persian? Where am I? Okay. I hope I don't clip into the wall after this.
Well, you broke it.
Doriana, welcome on in. Anyone else who's super into taking classes? Yeah, I've been doing that a little bit recently. I didn't open this stream with taking classes, but I did for the last few streams. Gotta be careful what you do after, like, the beginning of a Twitch stream.
You never know who's just gonna bail out.
I like him, though. I took the math midterm yesterday. I passed flying colors, I'll have you know. You saw this meme about Nimona being in the tree. Yeah, and then like a kid asked, "What's that little strange girl doing in the tree, mommy?" Just ignore her. Oh, okay, that's just what the cave looks like. Got it. Gibbity boop. I do wish auto heal got rid of your status effects too. Like, just use whatever you know works. Sort by type. There you go. Think this formula is a good one. A lot of potential. Yeah, like, if they want to keep the teams and stuff separate from the main game, then this is the way to do it. Like, have you be in charge of when you fight what. Gabite. Pick out. Like, when you analyze open world games, like, Breath of the Wild took that exact approach. It's a story that's pretty separate from the main story, and you're just allowed to take it on in whatever order you want. Not that other games haven't done it before. I'm not claiming Breath of the Wild did it first, but it is a good, like, example of one way to do open world. Yellow Pikachu, welcome on in. I see you've been summoned by Pokemon. Now get in the Pokeball! Thank you for being captured. Didn't know Sky Battles were back? Sky Battles are back? Are they? Wouldn't have thought. I don't think it was very popular. It's just, hey, have a limited set of Poke... Oh, Sky Battles are back because I was in the sky. That's what you mean. I get it.
It loves sparkly things. It seeks treasures in caves and hoards the loot in its nest.
Oh, I didn't name it. Damn it. But I would have named it Lone Shark. Okay, I've had enough of these mother heckin' Gabites, Gibbles in this mother heckin' cave. Can I please just live my life? Battle this. I don't think there's any milk tanks in this game. Sorry, Yellow Pikachu. I do like that Tauros is so prominent. Like, yeah, this is a game about freaking Spain. How are you not gonna have the running of the bulls? For sure. Oh no. Oh no, I just realized. Don Quaxote is not a flying type. I keep thinking it is. Yeah! Okay, I got flying type moves. Boom bump bump a doom bump. I'll get to the psychic town eventually, chat. Y'all just gotta trust me on this one. Wonderful. Now you just mind your business, or else you're next. Heck. What? Oh, wait, I went back out. Ooh, doo. Oh, the other Toxtricity. Ariyamas, Medichams. This place is the bee's knees, as people say. Don't call me Chugi, I know slang. Corriendo del Toros. Would ya be so kind as to battle me as like celebration for reaching Alfornada? I just had like Alexis the student. I just had a flashback to BioShock. Like, would ya kindly? What the hell is that? The Rapska, like a Scarab. The Dung Beetle evolves into a master of the martial arts. It evolves into the freaking master from Kung Fu Panda. Yo, who knew Dung could be so mystical? Who knew Dung could be so dead? Wonderful. Wait, this isn't Alfornada? Well, you know, you gotta keep following your dreams, or else everything you do is gonna be all for nada. Don't give it up, Luffy. Dreaming. Rolling mud till it becomes a Metroid. Stealing your HPs. I'm on your head. Stealing your HP. Oh, there's something up there. Oh. I do want to play a Metroid game at some point on stream. I've played them before in my life, but I just haven't streamed one yet. I feel like I've just felt this daunting wall of like, if I'm not good at a Metroid game, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get lost, and I'm gonna be too busy like talking to chat and talking about whatever to actually make progress in the game. I think there are Metroid games though that I could make work. Metroid Fusion, I played half of that game already, so I'll be familiar with most of it. I swore to myself that I'd make my way to town without riding on my Pokemon. Alright, what do you got? Cyclizar? Chicken al forno. Chicken adobo. Roll mud so much that achieves enlightenment. Maybe it's like Sisyphus. It rolls the ball up the hill, only for it to roll back down, and then it learns the true meaning of life out of that. Miku's cozy in bed. Now you want ice cream? I always want ice cream. I know how you feel. You know what? That might be a good after-stream treat today. Just saying. You know what? I think I will. As I mentioned, I've got some pineapple cake left over from Thanksgiving. I still have it. I can only eat so much myself. So the problem is it's getting pretty dry now. I think if I make it like... Yeah, if I make it like... What's the word? When you put ice cream on top? Why do I keep wanting to say it's al dente? Yes, I'll have my cake al dente. It's getting al dente with how dry it is. Alamo, that's the one. It's like Alamo. Thank you, Red. Some Alamo cake. That sounds good right about now. Wait, you have pineapple cake? I thought your family ate it all. My family ate half of it. They gave me the other half. I can only eat so much, though. My legs are about to give up. I'm about to give up. Well, now you can't ride your Pokemon because I just killed it. So, sorry. Sorry. No hard feelings. This cave is a lot bigger than I thought. I'm a little scared. Whoop! Oh yeah! Shell guns. My money's gone. Toria! Alright, before I get too lost in here, I gotta, like, figure out how you're supposed to leave. I bet it's like you exit out somewhere around here. Alright. Given that, let's explore, baby. Or it could be that exit over there. Yep. No, it can't be true. I could fly if I wanted to. I know I can fly. I believe I can fly. I can fly. What? To infinity and beyond. Just double checking none of these are shiny. You'll never know. I don't know why, but when I was a kid and I had the Toy Story VHS tape, I would always play that one part where Buzz tries to fly out the window over and over again. Like, maybe this time he'll make it out. Maybe this time he can fly. You can do it, Buzz! And then every time I'm only met with disappointment as he crashes to the ground, his arm falling off. It's just... Every time, man! Shiny sound is white. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Did I come in? Wait, what? Oh, it connects to there? Well, that still doesn't bring me to Alfrenada. You won't make it, fool? Oh, you won't make it on foot. You won't make it, fool? The game's calling me a fool? Well, that's a little rude. Heck, you know what? We'll mountain horse this. Let's see. I think there's still a way. Thank you for putting Buzz's arm back every time. To infinity and beyond. Maybe I can't cliff horse. That seems a little sheer. Oopa. Out of my way, little goat. You don't want to become a fine bloody mist. That would be a shame. I could fly if I wanted to. Alright, the cave it is. Fine. Oh, what's going on? Whoa! Speedrun. Yo, am I finding speedrun tactics? Is there some way you could use that maybe? What if you could launch yourself, like 50 feet in the air? I'm thinking. You see what happened? I like got myself stuck in a little crevice. I want to say maybe it reminds me of the glitch from Halo 2, where you could jump on like seams in between the map, and then it would cause you to jump 50 feet in the air. Nintendo, don't patch that. Oh, that's just a Houndoom. I don't need you. I like it, I like it. There's potential here. I'm surprised people haven't found, like, speedrun tricks yet. There's something in this wall. I can feel it. What am I fighting? A Metatite. It's beautiful. It's dead. I saw a clip of somebody, like, trying to find an outbreak of Noibats. And no matter how much they looked, the map said they were there, but they couldn't see the Noibats. Until eventually they noticed, like, a little wing clipping out of the wall. It turns out every Noibat just spawned inside. Inside the wall. Thanks for the follow. A little unfortunate. Okay, so if the way to Alfornada is not there, it's not where it came from. Thanks for the hydrate. Let's see if I can reach it for going as far north as far up as possible. They said you won't make it on foot, but this is the way. Maybe you just need glide at this point. This wall looks a little suspicious. Belief comes from within. Alright, alright, alright. What else can we talk about? What else is new? Are you an ace trainer? I didn't know there was a Pokemon that could climb these steep slopes with a rider. I'm actually wondering. Whoa! Look at how smug she is! Look at that energy! I need that as like an emote. Dragon Tamer! I'm gonna make a guess. That the last ability you get for Miraidon and Koraidon is to climb walls. Just straight up, like, maybe same code as the Sneasler. That would make sense as to why this place is so hard to get to. Oh, that would make sense why it's, like, so hard to get to even though it's in a quote-unquote low-level area. Like, you really can't get it until you go everywhere else. Dilly! Billy Goat Gruff, did you have a good nap, sir? I've heard that you had a time at work recently. By time, I mean 30 hours. Dude, you deserve some rest. Hope you're getting some, man. Sprint got a package in the mail 2 days ago. Oh, really? What kind of package, Sprint? How you doing? Thanks for shouting out Sprint. Yeah, if y'all ain't following Sprint, he's been playing God of War. He just finished the 2018 game. And boy, was it an emotional trip. I'm invested in the story now, even though I haven't played a God of War in my life. It's just one of those series that eluded me. Although the first, like, boss of God of War 2 is... I did play that. And boy, was it one of the best, like, experiences in video games at the time. And boy, is it, like, literally the first thing you do in that game. I remember the Penny Arcade comic about it. Ooh, 80. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I would like to teach a swords dance. I know where the TM is. We'll get it on the way once we get there. Hacks? No hacks. I wish I could remember what's super effective against dragon types. Is it really just dragon and ice? That kinda limits my options, doesn't it? Mega Man! Mega Man! Dilly got 2 calls from work. What? Is that legal? Is that legal to have somebody working that many hours in the span of, I don't know, 2 days? I don't know, man. You deserve some rest. Hope you can enjoy your break while you have it. Oh, Sprint got some video games? Some video games, you say? I'm just gonna have to check that out in the Discord real quick. Dude, did you not have these on PS2 yet? Dude! My man, look at this spread. Oh yeah, the non-greatest hits labels 2 for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Dragon Quest 8 in the box? Oh, it probably doesn't cost $20 though. Or are these games for your... Oh, okay. They're the ones you had. Hell yeah. Beautiful. These cost a pretty penny now. I should know. I bought some of these in the last few years. Honestly, I bought Dragon Quest 7 in the last few years. I have Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but Kingdom Hearts 1 is a greatest hits copy. Very nice, Sprint. Final Fantasy 10? Oh, my copy of Final Fantasy 10 is let's just say it's the international version. And let's just say it's a backup copy. That's how I played Final Fantasy 10 back in the day. I got it from the Philippines with my PS2 with a mod chip. And it wasn't exactly the US version. To this day, I'm still not exactly sure what version I played. It was the international edition, so it was either a Japanese copy or some kind of Asian English copy? Maybe the Japanese copy is in English. I don't know. Either way, you know what? I might have to give up on climbing this area. It seems like I need some sort of other ability. Agility. I'm just having that feeling. Alright, well, we're not doing the Psychic Gym right now. You know what we are doing? We're going to the Iceland. We're going to Iceland. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for shouting out, Dilly. Dilly's been doing some Zelda Ocarina randomizer, and it reminds me of beautiful classic times playing Ocarina of Time myself. I should know, I just played it earlier this year. Final Fantasy X with the Squaresoft logo? Ooh! Did Square and Enix really merge like in the 2000s? It's been so long. Couldn't get rid of the fry sticker from Dragon Quest. I mean, to be fair, it's on the cardboard. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk removing it. If it was on the plastic, maybe, but on cardboard, no. You're just gonna ruin it. I know I would. Not that I'd want to. What the heck is that? That's a Pokemon? The Glaciato Mountain Path. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna see if I can head up to the Ice Gym. I think it's about the same level as the Psychic Gym. Let me just double check that map. That really tiny ass map. Yeah, That'll work. I guess it'll work. Everything else is, woof, even stronger. Bag gun. Because it's a baby. It's a baby gun. Question for the chat. What's your favorite, like, classic RPGs? Snows a fallen. For the longest time, I didn't think anything could top Earthbound or Chrono Trigger. Even though I played a lot of RPGs in the PS1 and PS2 era, it's just... felt like games got a little too big. They were all about, like, 30-hour-long cutscenes. Introducing the world to you. I thought you'd be an ice type. Water. Sprint didn't realize you had wild arms. You have wild arms? Then why don't you go stand in front of a car dealership? Wacky waving inflatable flailing arms, man! You got some persimmons? Ooh! I went to the dentist the other week. My dentist has a persimmon tree, and the receptionist is just like, hey, you want some persimmons? Here, you can have them. It's great. You'll never know, but just every year, we get just a whole bag of them. I got some in the fridge right now. I just remembered. Maybe I'll also put them on my a la mode cake. Another Gastrodon. You're lucky I don't have any grass-type Pokemon. Actually, you're not lucky. I have grass-type moves. My regret. My big regret. A little snow run from the side. Watching our battle and can't bear to see the carnage. Die! My biggest regret is that during the PS1 era, that was when I was getting my PS1 games digitally. Let's just say. So a lot of the games that I see on eBay now, just trying to look out for PS1 games, they're not cheap anymore. I've talked about this when I showed off that copy of Legend of Dragoon that I bought yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. 3 days ago? This? Oh my god. Oh, that is actually the cave. It's so dark. I'm at the very least glad I can buy games in Japanese to just have on my shelf. I can't read them, but I can find ways to play them.
I traveled a long way to get here so I could try my hand at the snow slope run.
Ooh, is that a minigame? Sandra. You didn't know what you had as a kid. Lucky ducky. Most expensive game I can say I've had ever since being a kid and just continuing. Probably, I don't know, Harvest Moon 64? You gotta be careful when fighting Blissies. You have to use physical moves. Its special defense is so high, you will take forever to kill it. And then it'll heal with just like that one egg move or something. Soft boiled. That's the one. Will-O-Wisp. That's a good move. I don't know if Pepita has room for it though. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's replace Mud Slap. Because I keep forgetting that it's not a very powerful move. Wild Arms Brad played before you knew how to do, what to do, or how to read. What? Was that around the time you were in Japan or something? Okay, Shadowy Blob. It's a special move, though. Oh, wait, special attack is higher for Pepita. Massive damage to target affected by status conditions. Oh, you learned Hex and Will-O-Wisp in the same level? Yo, that's OP. Hell yeah, well of course I'll learn both, now that I know that I get two at once. You just get the combo. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh? Battling is also a slippery slope. Mini medal. Alright. A little before Japan. Okay. Hey, you're not treating the mountain with the respect it deserves. You know I am. You're the one just standing all over it. I'm trekking, I'm hiking. The more I use Pepita, the more I realize she kind of sounds like a cruise ship. A cruise ship signaling its horn. Exactly. Oh yeah, Mega Man learns Swords Dance? No brainer, dude. You defeated Hiker Leary. Just a little bit of respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I know what it means to me. That rock looks a little sus. I'm not gonna point it out any more than I already did. Glaseado. What does glaseado mean? Does it mean like glazed? Thick, fat is where it's at. Did we get a Manoka thick in chat? My protective layer of fat keeps me nice and toasty even out in the cold. Well, sure. I'll just wear a vest. Abraham. You like the new hikers? They actually look like they go hiking. That's what I was saying. They're like super ready for the cold. Well, not this guy, but they're super ready for like the elements of nature. I just said cold because I'm in the cold right now. Look, payback! Ah! They look like they definitely get out more of the house than I do. Oh! They're calling me out. Dilly, if you're still here, what's that thing you mentioned in Discord in the Nerd Herd channel? You just want to talk? You just want to have a chat with whoever designed the muscular people of this game? Maybe they're trying to encourage more exercise, you know? What's coming out? Wug Trio. You can have a Caesar. You know, that you just wanted to meet the whoever designed the muscular women in this game. Just have a little chat. You want to shake their hand.
Water.
Thanks for the hydrate. Look, Haru, it's not me who's thirsty, it's Dilly. But thank you anyway. Are you digging? You digging? You digging up those holes? Dig it? I feel like I need to speed EV train my Caesar. If it's getting outsped by a Wiglet, a Wug Trio, he'd like to shake the hand of the designer for the grand lasses. Grand lass! Being nice and toasty didn't help me win. But it does help you be more comfortable. Yo, it's a ghost dog! I already have one, but good to know. That ghost dog VG is looking out for me. Yes, water. Now that I'm up here, how do I actually get to this gym, I wonder? Oh, hi. Friends. Question for the chat. Have you ever hiked up a mountain? I feel like the freaking dude from that meme who just asks all the questions. I hiked up a mountain when I was in high school. We had a field trip up to Yosemite, and we actually did climb it. The paths get really narrow the further up you go. I'm surprised that we were allowed to do that, like, as children. Sneasels! It was definitely a long trek. Like, longer than I'd ever thought a hike up a mountain would ever take. I've learned since then the proper way to hike up a mountain, courtesy of the wild thornberries. Who knew you needed equipment and proper breathing and also general fitness? The women make you think of Spike from that Cowboy Bebop movie. Oh, you mean the meme, huh? God, I like women that can actually just kill me. Actually, just leave me a smear on the pavement. Oh, Spike Spiegel. If anybody can copy pasta, the entire quote. I gotta, like, get into the Spike Spiegel mood. I want it to be weird, like, embarrassingly weird. I can kind of get into that register. I really have to be in the right mindset for it. Miku's hiked up a mountain, a waterfall, and different things like that. You hiked up a waterfall? Just run so fast like Sonic. Run up the water. That's impressive. I'm sure someone's transcribed it somewhere. I've done Obst Connoisseur proud. Sneasel, the sharp claw Pokemon.
This is a smart and sneaky Pokemon. A pair may work together to steal eggs by having one lure the parents away.
Wow, that's rude. Snee. Been watching some Critical Role. Blows you away watching actual VAs do their voices and alter ranges in real time. I don't watch it, but I've definitely seen, like, the YouTube videos where they, like, animate it themselves to, like, the storylines. All I know is that, isn't it Laura Bailey that plays a character named Jester or something? It's true. Tieflings have notoriously bad vision. I can still hear you though. Don't move! Their vision is based on movement! I know, freaking Matt Mercer is in there. A Deli Belly! I need it. Santa Chicken, it's perfect for the season! I need you! You are my cousin! I swear, Delibird deserves an evolution. Didn't it have a Mega Evolution? Pokemon that only have Mega Evolutions got shafted, I swear. Now that Mega Evolution is just gone. Oh, look at that, Biospirit. Good. Thank you for the present. Merry Christmas.
Wonderful.
Matt Mercer, aka Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 6. AKA like a million other voice roles, AKA discount Troy Baker. But also like super good voice actor in his own right. It's just that he gets a lot of Troy Baker's roles for some reason after he got too expensive. Rest in peace, Mega Absol. Rest in peace, Mega Sableye. That's the one I missed the most. The giant gem. Please. I have to catch Delibird in a regular Pokeball. It's red and white. Alright, never mind. Heck you. I'm using an Ultra Ball. Mega Beedrip. Mega Fidgets. Mega Man. What the heck? This is one stubborn Delibird. I just want to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. Is that so much to ask? Thank you. Gosh, I was about to call him a Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. It always carries its food with it, wherever it may go if attacked. It throws its food at the opponent. Would you like to give Delibird a nickname? Da 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 da.
Yeah. Is that insulting? Is that insulting to a Santa-themed bird that I name it the Grinch? Do I play the Grinch game for Halloween, for Christmas again this year? I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to get another one of those Christmas packs ready. Haro, you're welcome to find some more Christmassy shovelware games. Speaking of. But yeah, I just need to get more games to play for the holiday season. Once I'm good and ready with the end of Pokemon, and I'll have something to play alongside Dragon Quest Treasures because of that. I'm thinking the Grinch PS1 game. Like last time we did like shovelware, Game Boy Advance, and DS games. How about PS1? Those had their fair share, right? Oh heck you healed. You have a Delibird delivery service frame poster that was on the Pokemon Center. Oh, I think I saw that before. I'm always so conflicted about posters. They're always so good. And at the same time, I don't have any space on my walls. They're so good.
Then Deligrinch Dynamaxed and grew 3 sizes that day.
Perhaps even 4. Dilly's got the copy pasta. Lay it on me, dude. Give me al dente. I'm ready. I gotta get into it. Spike, 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 Spike Spiegel. Oh no! It got auto-modded! That's how you know it's good. Oh good. Added permitted term. PP piss myself. Great.
I love the kind of women that will actually just kill me. You know, when I left the house today, I was thinking, damn, I really hope some hot chick paints my brains all over some fucking hallway. And here we are. I mean, really, just absolutely destroys me. I'm talking full-on watermelon in the thighs level carnage. And I want it to scare the shit out of me. I mean, I hope I piss myself. I hope I piss myself and you call me your little pee-pee piss-piss boy. I want you to fuck me up. I mean, I want you to make me your bitch. Your little pee-pee piss myself bitch. I want it to get embarrassing. I mean, like, weirdly embarrassing. Unsanitary, too. We should be entirely different people by the end of the first 8 hours. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? I mean, I'm a real freak. I'm not normal. Ma'am, please, you have to crush me. Colonel.
It's basically the same voice, you just do it, like, less quiet. You know, Spike Spiegel says the quiet part out loud. Yeah, you know, like that's the secret of my Solid Snake voice. It's like you gotta get the rumble in, but instead of for Snake, you gotta say it. No, he's not talking to Colonel. Or, you know, maybe she is a colonel.
Bergmite protects itself by coating its body in ice. Born by frigid air of negative 148 degrees Fahrenheit, it fights with Frigivax wherever they meet.
Colonel Sanders, there you go. I want him to fry me up. Parker. Anyway.
This is a bucket.
Dilly and the Automata are on pretty tight terms. I know, y'all have a history together, huh? Good thing I've been playing so much, Pokemon Arceus. I know what a shiny Sneasel looks like. I should catch a Cubchoo. I don't have one yet, actually. You bought the ghost type. The ghost Pokemon are closer than they appear metal sign. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Are you gonna put it on your door? I've been trying to look at some stuff on the Pokemon Center website recently, because I know they just released a whole bunch of stuff for Scarlet Violet. I'm excited. I was excited to buy stuff. I wanted at least a Fuecoco plush and a Quaxly plush. But for some reason, every time I go to the Pokemon Center website, it's like, there's nothing. There's no items for sale. There's items on the front page, and then when I try to go to a category, it's all empty. I don't know what's going on there. Am I just white? Am I just like... Am I banned from the Pokemon store or something? Did I buy too many things? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for clipping Spike Spiegel quotes, Brad. It is the highlight of my career. If you can't tell, I'm just farming quotes for the clip compilation that I need to... I'm behind quota on clippable moments for my clip compilation of 2022.
When Cubchoo starts sneezing, watch out! If it spatters you with its frosty snot, you'll get frostbite and also possibly 7 different diseases.
Does anybody remember the name of that little kid from Wind Waker? The one with the snot on his nose? Da-da-da. Not sure where to put the things you bought. Thank Twig, you still bought them? Oh, wait a minute. Got them in at Colonel Sanders dating some. You know it. People ask me to play it, and I'm like, I already did, though. I played it like the day it came out. You know I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's not a Sneasel, but it's a Sneasel. Oh, there's nothing on your walls. For some reason, I read that as there's no space on your walls. I recommend you plan it out. Because you know what? If you just start putting stuff on your walls knowing you have a lot of space, what ends up happening is you get too complacent. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just buy 1,000,000 posters. I got the space. And then before you know it, you run out. Don't ask me how I know. Because I know. I guess I'm using this as an opportunity to do a little bit of something, do a little bit of experience farming while I'm here. Dun da da. Thinking about photos. Look at this photograph. I don't know where to put it on my wall. I got so much space at all. And what the heck is on Joni's head? No thanks. That's the only line you don't have to change from that song. It's so... It still makes sense out of context. Snow warning. You can't warn me about snow, it's already snowing. Colonel, I'm trying
to get a date to the prom. But I'm dummy thick.
Ah! Oh! I don't want you to crush me. Heck.
Die.
Hasta la vista, baby. Okie dokie. Red Snover, send the Pokeball right over. Okay. Anyway, what were we talking about? Talking about buckets? Colonel Sanders? Yeah. I don't want to. I'm resisting every urge to just start talking about food right now. But I've grown too powerful. After all those HelloFresh deliveries, I know now how to make fried chicken without frying the chicken.
Seemingly curious about people, they gather around footsteps they find on snowy mountains.
Your name is Fuji, because you look like a mountain. Thanks for the bucket. Thanks for the Herlock Shomes. Thanks for the Wario. Unfried fried chicken. Is that the actual name for it? Because that was the recipe. That was the name of the recipe, actually. It's mostly just like you bread it and then you bake it. Just baked chicken. Like, okay. You don't have to get fancy. It's just breaded baked chicken. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. Refrigerator. Look at this photograph. Every time I laugh. Onslaught, thank you for the Wario stash. Look at me. I'm beautiful. No, Sneasel! It fell off the side, never to be seen again. Oh well. Cryogonals. All these Pokemon. Oh, that's beautiful. Say what you will about the graphics of modern mainline Pokemon games, but just seeing them running around in their little natural habitats here, that's great. You know what? I love to see that. Dun 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 dun. You gotta be careful. There's no shortage of strong trainers on this path. And at the Dragon Tamer. Again, so smug. Did they just take cues from DreamWorks or something? Chicken Parmesan without permission? Unfrying the fried chicken? Heck! You know what? You get my permission. Chat, if you want to fry some chicken, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Boyo! Oh! Well, that kind of sucked. Why do you even have Aqua Tail if you're not going to do damage, that much damage to a super effective? I swear. Hicks!
Wonderful.
You defeated Anna, the Dragon Tamer! And none of the other trainers were as strong as me. Oh, baby. Again, the sad truth to all these trainers in the game is that I have 25 years of Pokemon experience in a 10-year-old body. Like, by definition, I'm overqualified for this job. Yuck. 120 power, same type. Oh, mama.
Aqua Tail.
Maybe I've just fought so many random Pokemon on the overworld as with Pepita that her EVs are just through the roof. Where's the Pokemon Center here? Boom, look at this graph. Alright, so Ice Gym. I'm just assuming it's the Ice Gym. Let me just double check that real quick. The Sub-Zero Shredder. This ice-type user, once a renowned snowboarder, was forced to retire from the sport due to a grievous injury. His formerly fiery passion now remains locked away behind a thick, icy shell. Oh, look at this graph. Ding ding. I've made it. The air is thin. And so is my patience. If I want to get a team ready to fight ice types, what can I do? I can use fighting type moves. I'm sure Melita has some. Yeah, there you go. You got double kick. I've had Tauros in the box for a while. I'm afraid that might not cut the mustard. How many levels behind is he? 37. Well, I mean that's the same strength as Mega Man. Yeah, let's bring him in for a little bit. I'm hoping that's fine. Otherwise, Pepita carries. Ice cold. I'm just like Ash. No wonder Ash is winning. He just needed to fill up that resume. Da 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 da. Oh snap! Ice Cold is here. I love that freaking thing. Oh, you know what that means? It's time for me to switch Manoka Oof with Manoka Frozen. It's my seasonal thing now. I never had seasonal emotes commissioned. Maybe I should at some point. We got tons of artist friends in the chat and just in the community. I could take this opportunity to commission some fun winter-themed emotes and actually be festive for once. I mean, I do have instant emote upload. Might as well. Manoka Frozen will forever be a staple. Yo, there's something behind here. Nice Terra Shard? Whoa. You okay there, buddy? They're having a time. That song gets DMCA'd. Actually, let's not use that one. Ready, steady, can't hold me back. Ready, steady, give me good luck. Ready, steady, never fry back. Let's get started. Ready, steady, go. Oh, good, Nemona's not here. The teachers took my request seriously to have me protected. Wow. Jacques.
Hello, Adobo. How goes your treasure hunt? Figured out what you're hunting for yet?
He's no longer French. He's revoked his Frenchness because the language teacher is French now. I have no idea. I'm just looking for shelter.
I get it. Director Gravel doesn't like questions with easy answers, does he? Many students choose to make the gym circuit a part of their treasure hunt. It's no easy feat, but even making the attempt is a worthwhile experience. That's why I was waiting here, to make sure you know your homeroom teachers got your back.
You obtain lucky egg. As if getting experience points wasn't easy enough. Item beheld by a Pokemon. Earns the holder extra experience points. I do like egg. Egg. Egg.
This should be handy for your treasure hunt. I hope you'll keep working on that Pokédex of yours too, since I did make the app and all. That's all from me. Just do your best and keep out of danger, okay?
As long as I'm within the outside range of 500 feet of Nemona, there is no danger. Nothing can compare. You know Grusha here at the Glaciato gym is as good as they come. Not just as a snowboarder, as a gym leader too. Good. Sometimes I wonder why I talk to NPCs. It's a Pokemon game. Yeah, no. Sometimes there's little funny tidbits here and there, though. Do 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 do. I keep forgetting to sell all of this crap. How much money do you think I'll get? I already almost have 100,000. I bet I'll be at the 200,000 after selling all of this. Oop. Egg. Egg. There you go. Wait. I know what I want to do. Not that. I need to get this Drippy at the speed. That's only gonna happen. Oh, well, you know. That's what I want to do. But Mega Man is also a little further behind. You know what? There'll be time to catch up Drippy later. We'll give that Lucky 8 to Mega Man. Just so they're ready to fight the gym leader of this gym. Hopefully after we fight a couple of trainers. Maybe? Maybe. There you go. And what else we got? Let's see what useful. I've never even given them my Pokemon items in this game. Let's fix that, shall we? Don't give one to Don Quixote because that one's actually, they've got that move that gets higher power when you don't have an item. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da. I need a GPS on Nemona. That way if she gets too close, I can go the other direction. It's like the super smart snail that if it touches you, you die. But Nemona's the snail. And if she touches you, you die. So it's exactly the same, actually. I guess I'll give the soft stand to Mudsdale. Da-do, do-do-do-do. I don't have that many battle items. Oh well.
Welcome to the Glaciado Gym. Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Adobo, yes?
Just
Great! Now in order to face the gym leader, Grusha, you'll first need to pass the gym test. Here at the Glaciado Gym, that means doing the snow slope run.
oh no, the ice is too slippery.
Ride a Pokemon down the designated course and try to reach the goal within the time limit. To start your test, just head out of the gym and go up the slope to your left. We'll fill you in on the details there. Now get it there and have fun.
Oh, I know me some 1080 snowboarding.
Dun, 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 bah, 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 da, da, da. Dun, 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 da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun.
When's Nintendo gonna make a new 1080 snowboarding, huh? Imagine how good it would look on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, maybe they should wait a generation.
Hey there, I've been waiting for you. This is where the snow slope run starts. Your task is to ride a Pokemon all the way down this course. It's like a slippery, slidey nature trail. Reach the finish line within the target time and you'll have passed the test. So, ready to attempt the gym test by taking on the snow slope run?
Ready to go! Are there trainers on the slope? Can I run into each and every one?
Let's get this test started then. Enjoy the Winter Wonderland on your way down.
Da da da, ba da da ba da 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 da, ba da da ba da da, ba da 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 da, do ba da do 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 do. Diddy Kong Racing.
Gym test. Take on the slope.
Oh no, is a Yeti gonna come out and eat me? First test with a time limit? No, there was. Oh god. Oh god, this is impossible. What's going on? Why am I sliding? I thought I'd run down. Miraidon! Miraidon, please! Whoa! Eh. The olive one, the grass type gym also had a time limit. Although it was very, very generous. I'm kind of guessing this one to be the same. Yeah, this is entirely too much time. I did it in like a third of the time they give you. Look at that. Thank you for the ready, steady, Brad. Woo! Bullfrog, how you going? Did you have a good stream? What are you playing? Doing a little art? Hope it went pretty well. Happy day to ya. Whether it's Friday, Saturday, whatever day have you, have a good weekend. Welcome to the gym challenge. We're doing a little icy ice up here, down here. Only because I couldn't figure out how to get to the psychic gym, but I'll try it again. I swear, by the end of this stream. You're doing good. Welcome on in, everybody. Congratulations on completing the run. That was some of the best sliding I've ever seen. Almost like seeing Grusha in his prime again. Oh, you obviously passed the gym test with flying colors. Go let the receptionist know. Don't mind if I do. Woo-hoo. This is a very small town. It's literally just the gym and a Pokemon Center. Where does the gym leader live? I think about that every time I go to like a rest stop on the freeway. That's just a bunch of restaurants. Like, where do the people live? The nearest town is like 15 miles out. Great show on the slopes, Adobo. You finished the snow slope run. No problem. And you know what that means? You've cleared the gym test. Way to go! Run your hand at streaming. Was this your first stream? 3D modeling? Heck yeah. What program do you use? I've always wanted to try to get into 3D modeling. I'm like, I know the big programs. You got like, you got like Maya. You got like CAD if you want to make something more mechanical. I guess you could technically use CAD to make video game models, but probably not the best idea. Yeah. You know what that means? You've cleared the gym test. Way to go! And you know, I want to start getting into some development. I'm looking into the Godot engine. It looks pretty promising. You can import whatever 3D model, so heck yeah. You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. You want to face the Sub-Zero Shredder himself, Gym Leader Garusha? Yeah. Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court. That center should be a full center and not just a little weather stand. A little gas station, just like every rest stop. There's a little Carl's Jr. on the side. Get yourself one of those Western bacon cheeseburgers. Yeah. Oh, hi, that's a Citadel. Where's the leader? Did you eat him? Here. At least I brought my vest. There he is. There you are. I'm freezing. I take it you're a challenger? My name's Grusha. I'm a snowboarder. Used to be pro, actually. Now I'm a gym leader. I saw you on the slopes. Your skills, yeah, they were pretty cool. But don't let that go to your head. Winter mountains are dangerous. They can throw your life right off course. Easy as that. Same thing with Pokemon battles, really. It's always the most dangerous when you're just starting to get the hang of things. Today's not a great day to face me, you know. You're better off giving up. You sure you want to battle me? I'm not so sure now. I don't want to set my life off course. Nice. Backing off takes its own kind of courage. I know your type. You always choose to push forward in the end. Well, this is my job now. So don't take what I'm about to do personally, kid. Teleport's behind you. This the same Citadel that was rocking out? It was scoping the field! Get ready to feel the icy bite of reality. It was watching out for challengers like me! Gym Leader, Grusha! With a little star in the background. Oh, look at the moth! I've always wanted to have like a double battle with both Frostmoss and Volcano Volcarona. Don't say I didn't warn you. Not my fault if you die or something. I didn't read the rest of that. Little frosty fella. Alright, let's get... you probably do special attacks, so I'm gonna torch song you. Dialogue options. They don't matter one bit. Rip Dory. No, Dory's Volcarona. This is, Dory's twin, evil twin. Alright, this one I definitely want a Will-O-Wisp. Key current Pokemon. Soko! Oh, whoa, oh, 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 no! Oh, wow. Okay, so Pepita clearly just has insane thickness. Dummy thick. Looking like King K. Rool over here. What is her defense? I gotta look it up after this. Wow. Burn reducing attack. That's also true, but like... Earthquake's a huge power move, and Beartick definitely doesn't have a low attack stat. Nice. Skibbity boop. Liquidation. Well, you know, if I need to sell off all my furniture, that'd be a good move. Full force blast of water. May lower target defense stat. But do I get rid of its signature move? I feel like I probably should. Like, what is raising speed gonna do? When it's already fast. Set Titan. Sasageyo, Sasageyo, I'm gonna die to Sasageyo. Liquidation, sell all my magic cards. Never. I need my assets to be frozen, thank you.
Time to style on him.
See? Titan. Ooh, big boy. I like it. Spin! Oh no, it fidget spins. Too bad I have stamina. Is it enough to tank another hit though? Oh, that was critical? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This might Sasageyo suck for me. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm not gonna heal. If possible. I'm gonna do this the right way. I would like Mulita to get experience for this though. Switch into Ketchup? Ketchup has enough defense, right? Dorime. Amano, ameno, dorime.
There you go.
Hooray! This is a lot better for me. Ice type, maybe just pure ice type, huh? Bullet punch? That's right. Buddy, I've got super effective moves up the wazoo. Ice type, not actually that good of a type. It's better to just give ice moves to your water Pokemon. Boom, baby. Alright, bring out your Terra type. I'm waiting. What is it? It's gonna be like an Ice Terra type Charmander or something. Altaria. Yes, yes. Bop, bop. Bo-do-do-do. Bo-do-do-do. Bop-boo-da. You're not just talk, I see. But you're one false step from a steep fall. Speaking from personal experiences, Grusha.
I am Grusha.
Battles are like mountains in winter. The situation can change in a heartbeat. Actually, should I make him sound like Kenny from South Park? I'm sorry, what was that again? Oh, it's got a little tiara. I like it. She's the belle of the ball. Bullet punch. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hurricane. Ooh, wasn't expecting a flying type move. That would have been bad. All right. Well, dang. If I can expect another hurricane, what should I bring out? What can take that? I actually don't know. ManokAdobo, you're gonna be weak to flying because you're fighting type. That's weak to flying. Damn. Honestly, Pepita tanks everything. Like that Caesar's metallic. Yeah, like when they first showed off Magnemites in this game, people were like, whoa, it looks actually metal! Everyone trying to downplay it. Oh no, you can confuse off of that? I'm gonna have to go for it. Will-O-Wisp. Come on, come on. Don't hit self. This is it. It all hinges on this. Please? No! Oh no, I'm not gonna survive another one. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I think somebody's gonna have to take the fall. Angus, it's you. Blade Vancer, yo, welcome to me trying to fight fair for once. This is the point where I have to start playing like a real Pokemon. Oh, right, Intimidate. I meant to do that. Yeah, you know. That was to, lower their attack. That's why I switched in Angus. Right. That'll do it. Anyway. We can get another Bullet Punch in, actually. Oh, yeah, that might be nice. And maybe with the attack lowered... Look at how much health I have. 62 out of 124. I'm exactly at 50% health. I think I'll survive another one, actually. Bullet Punch? This may be it. That was the play. Oh, you can't kill me now. Unless that's a special type move. Please, 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 please. No. Oh, okay. We lose out on a little bit of experience, but we still win. We just need literally anything to hit first. Right? ManokAdobo, you're up. Angus reduced the burger. It's okay, he's more delicious this way. And if you can get burgers on your sandwich in this game, then you have to wonder where they came from. Ain't no milk tanks here, that's for sure. Oh, oh, oh. Alright, time to sell my magic cards. Liquid! Liquid! Nice try, Grusha. But I'm the only totally radical chicken around here. You melted straight through my eyes. Huh? I don't usually do that sort of thing, but... okay, fine. Special occasion. Wow. For a second, I thought we were doing that thing where it's like... You make a heart with your hands, with each person making half of the heart. But we're just holding a Pokeball. I'm fancy, because I got, like, the T finger up. With 6 gym badges, you should be able to catch Pokemon of up to level 50 more easily. They'll actually listen to you too, which is nice. Oh, and before I forget, you should take this too. Ice spinner. Covers his feet in ice, twirls around. Beautiful. Should be a lot more useful than some silly photo of you and me. Hey, you think I could teach that to Don Quixote? It's like a dancing move, right? Feel free to stop by again, if you don't mind the code, that is. Ah. See you later, little dude. See you later, Grosha. Kinda wish there was more to do in your town, but hey, it was nice while I visited. Blade feels bad after your nap. Aw, I'm sorry. I hope you can get some good rest later. Greetings once more, Adobo. I was watching your battle with the gym leader from the sidelines, and I must say, I thought it was simply excellent. Full marks, gold star, extra credit even. Oktoberfest! Hardly had you sent out Skeledirge before you launched into your strategy. That unrelenting offensive, that flurry of attacks. What an efficient way to corner the opponent. And what artfully trained Pokemon. Such a vibrant palette of moves. I do beg your pardon. I didn't mean to let my emotions run amok like that. The Hassel is just the grown-up medic from Team Fortress 2 after he retires from practicing medicine. He doesn't even have a medical license anyway. Ahem. In summary, I simply wanted to say that you seem to have gotten even stronger. I must admit I'm eager for you to gather all the gym badges. As a member of the Elite Four, I await the day you come to face me with great anticipation. Oh, but one thing. Don't let your studies fall by the wayside. Oh yeah. You know what? Maybe we should go to class. Be sure to come to the academy now and then. What subject do y'all want to farm? I'm down to, like, do one until I get a test or two. Wow! Look at that! I survived the gym and I didn't even get stopped by Nimona. All I had to do to escape her was climb a mountain, apparently. Sore throat. Hope you get over it soon, Blade. I like that Pokemon Center Pokemart guy just spawns facing the back wall. Like, you know every customer is gonna come this way. Skibby-dee-doo, ba-da-dee-doo. Oh, heck yeah, you can buy quick balls now? How many? I will buy them all. Or at least just buy, like... Honestly, you don't need that many. I'll just buy, like, 10. Because you only ever use one per each battle. Either you catch it in that shot, or you use another Pokeball after you fail. I love quick balls. They're probably my favorite Pokeball. Probably. Do-do-do-do-do. They save so much time. Wonderful. Pokemon Center, Pokemon. I never even ended up using Mega Man. I guess I'll use them another day. Until then, let's go explore. Oh, there's another gym over here. Oh, but what level are they? I'm pretty sure they're even stronger. Yeah, here's the issue now. Like, where do I go? Oh no, I think I can take them on. Yeah, let's do Ghost. If I remember, I think Ghost is super effective on Ghost. And then you also got Dark is super effective against Ghost. Give me a second, I'm looking it up. Until then, question for the chat. Have you ever seen a ghost in real life? Any good stories out there? I like the kinds of ghosts where you see them on your film after you take photos. And it's like, oh my goodness. Wow, that wasn't there in real life, but it was there the whole time? Phasmophobia in real life, dude. You know what I would really like to do someday? I'd like to make some kind of escape room that's themed around ghost hunting, and then basically make it real life Phasmophobia. And then, like, rig up the film so that you take pictures of certain things in real life, and maybe it's like infrared light. So I project an image of a ghost in infrared, and you can't see it with your naked eye, but you can totally see it on film. That could be a way to take ghost photos. Oh, that'd be really good. What else could we do? We could rig up stuff with like wires so that I could fly. Ghost type. They are weak to dark, and they are weak to ghost. Oh, I had it already. Yeah, they're only weak to themselves and dark. Got it. Cool. I guess I'll keep Mega Man. Well, that's kind of funny. I'll tell you what, though, Tauros is definitely not going to be very useful in a ghost type gym. We'll put Swiper back in. Swiper, yes, swiping. I think Pepito is going to be the star player over here. I gotta check her stats. Like, why can she survive so much? That'd be a fun escape room. I'm glad you think so, Miku. Let's make it happen. We'll make it someday. All the friendos who love to play the ghost hunting games, y'all can help me like come up with the themes and whatnot. Defense is 119. That is definitely nothing to sneeze at. All right, before I forget, let's go to school. Let's get ourselves learned, huh? Then I can be Baroque Van Zieks' learned friend. Blade seeing stuff appearing in the corner of your eye. Yeah, you know, the floaters in your eyeball, they're probably ghosts that live in your eyes. That's not horrifying at all. Like the name Mega Man, you know it. Especially because it became blue. It just worked out. Until he was in the hospital, the bathroom in your room had a motion sensor on the light that kept activating when you weren't in there. I always hate when that happens. The bathroom at my work, we have one of those hand dryers that you put your hands into from the top. I don't use those because people have done like studies and found out that they spread more germs and making your hands dirtier than they started with. So I just don't. But it always turns itself on, like, not even when I walk into the bathroom, just like when I walk to a stall or something. I'm not even in front of it, and it just turns on. Like, nobody's in here with me. Or are they? Let's do home ec. With Mr. Saguaro. I like Mr. Saguaro. He reminds me of Dudley from Street Fighter. My hope is that if I take more classes with him, then maybe Capcom will add Dudley to Street Fighter 6, because so far he hasn't been revealed. Maybe I should start voicing him like Dudley?
Gutter trash! Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is a truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I am sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles, when you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemon or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anytime you can open your bag. However, they are consumed after one use. 20, 60, 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it restores. Keep that in mind. However, unforeseen happenings are inextricably part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You have found yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions. You are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Adobo, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with nowhere to heal your Pokemon?
A flying taxi. I'll just use a flying taxi because you can fly anywhere in this game. It doesn't really matter. Items on the ground. A place of water. A teacher!
Ah, yes, of course. If a teacher were nearby, they could likely be of assistance.
Yo, it's a right answer? Heck yeah. Picnicking. Let's go.
However, you must not assume that the grown-up will always be nearby to rush to your aid. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item such as an orange berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up items as well. And there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide to use them in the battle. When you on the ground. You can't find such items. There are other methods you may employ for healing your... Oh, but I see the bell demands that topics wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell.
Thank you, Mr. Dudley. Nightman39, thanks for the raid. Welcome on in. Blade Vancer, are you part of this? How's it going? Everybody, welcome on in. Can we get a shout out for Nightman39? We're just taking some classes. I'm a studious student. I don't skip class. Do you? I like how it zoomed in on the Psyduck. We're just farming some of the classes. I'm doing home ec right now. I'm definitely behind in a lot of them, though. Saguaro. No, you're just yelling raid? Alright. Hope you had a nice time with Legend of Heroes. If anybody on the raid doesn't know me, I'm Chris. I play RPGs, usually. Ones I played in the past include Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm a big fan of games like Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, but I haven't streamed them yet. I'm waiting for the right time. And yeah, we're playing a little Pokemans today. I do the voices, so sit back, relax, and max all cool while shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Yeah. Blade says, imagine you're not a single soul. What if you're a conglomeration of souls in your body? Imagine another ghost pop into the mix. Would you even notice the extra spirit? Well, that explains my multiple masks that I wear. Da-dun-dun-dun. Persona.
Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about PowerPoints, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP?
It needs to drink more water, that's what. All of its stats get lower. I'm choosing wrong answers on purpose so that I get funny dialogue from the teachers, by the way. Oh, it won't listen.
That would certainly be a dangerous situation, but that is not the correct answer. Whether a Pokemon listens to its trainer depends on the number of gym badges the trainer has. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP for all its moves, then it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at the Pokemon centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle.
Go into the heat of battle. Go for it.
However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find balance in the Pokemon set of moves.
Get some food, no problem, Blade.
As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon, also abbreviates to PP, can perform at their best as you each engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation. Remember all you've learned about PP. PP.
All right, y'all. Did you do your homework? Did you study? It's test time. Home ec midterm. Okay, here's the plan. We all write the answers on the backs of our shirts. And then the people in the back have to use a giant mirror to reflect all the answers to people in the front who also have mirrors so that they see the reflection in their mirrors. And then that's how we all cheat on the test. Got it? Got it. That's the plan. You'd like home ec with Mr. Saguaro? Yes, please.
Wonderful.
PP.
Speaking of Legend of Heroes, I've never played that series, but I heard it's pretty good. I just know it's gonna be one of those RPGs that take a while. That's my problem with most modern RPGs. Like, they're not bad for being super well, like super high budget and have hours and hours of cutscenes. But I just feel like I don't have the time, sadly to say. That's why I've been leaning towards games like Dragon Quest lately. Ironically, Dragon Quest XI taking me like 180 hours to play, but I digress. They just feel simple, and like I can always get at least one major thing done per play stream of it. And that's what I'm gravitating to. I just like comfy, cozy games like that.
The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades.
What is not an effect of a picnic meal? Wait a minute. Does it cure poison? Oh no, I wasn't paying attention! You don't increase speed, probably. I hope that's right. Metroid, thanks for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Metroid? How are you today? How's the stream? We're taking a test. Give me the answers. Which of the following affects the kind of meal powers received from a particular meal? The fillings and condiments. I just need 4 out of 5. Which of these can restore Pokemon's HP? Oran Berry. Of course, they're like the original berry. Yeah, well, come on in. Oh, playing some Pokemon. How far are you? You don't have to worry. We're just doing the learning, doing some tests. Because I keep forgetting to do it in between. We just took down the ice gym, so I'm doing a little school break. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use this item in battle, so we gave it an Oran Betty. This will work as it hopes. Yes. I got true false. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP, for all of its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. False. It can use struggle.
The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you were able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day.
Instant grading, dude. I'm telling y'all, this is a high-tech school. It's the only school in the region, so like, I guess literally everybody goes here. Feels great to get a test out of the way, huh? 4 to pass. Let's see. 5 out of 5. Yo, we keep winning. I am so smart. SMRT. Ooh, Kennedy.
Wonderful.
How you doing, Metroid? How far are you in Pokemon? Have you been doing much gym battling, much Titan fighting? Da 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 da. Let's keep doing home ec until we can't do it no more.
Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I am glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue.
Hey, everybody passed the math class but didn't pass the home ec? No, wait, that's not realistic.
I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is also a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He spends day and night studying the arts, yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase his meal power effectiveness. So tell me, Master Adobo, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should an unknown student, this young man, do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? Arvin?
Nice.
Damn. I cannot disclose the identity of this certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts.
Okay, but you're definitely not adhering to the GD, the General Data Protection, whatever.
It may very well be Arvin, but it may not be.
Personal information. Metroid's doing the Charizard Terra raids? Oh, nice! I am definitely not far enough in the game to do that. But, congratulations to everybody getting those Charizards, hell yeah. I just never... We're at a point with Pokemon, it's been out for like, what, 2 weeks now? We're at a point where I can just never tell how far people are. Everyone's who's been playing, who's from the very start, they're just like, oh yeah, I'm level 100 in all my Pokemon. I completed the Pokédex, I've got all the gym badges and everything. Wow. And then some people are still like, oh yeah, I just done 2 gyms. Nothing wrong with that. But that's why I have to ask. Yeah.
To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread.
Y'all want to see one of the sandwiches I made yesterday on stream with some friends? Oh, we made some good ones. Like, look at this. Absolutely delicious. Ham, and 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 cheese, and ham, and plate, and jam, and mayonnaise sandwich. Doesn't it just look delicious? The plate is inside. It's extra crunchy.
With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness.
Wow.
I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Or whoever it is.
Oops. You see his face.
The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask you to not try to play.
I like the classes. Man, it's a shame that a lot of people just skip them. Found out you can join... You found out that if you can join others' Charizard raids with a link code. If you can join them, then what? Or you just found out that you can? Uno más! Uno más! Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're under-leveled, you can still do it. It's just a matter of having everybody else carry you. I just feel bad for doing that, because if too many people do, then... It's like, then you don't win the raid.
Put away your phone, it's time for class. While you're out performing fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that.
Imagine if they did, though. I feel like the ease at which you can get a shiny and the way that Game Freak has allowed you to change so many things about your Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if someday, maybe in Pokemon Gen 12 or something, they just give you the ability to turn your Pokemon shiny. I don't know. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Oh, I haven't been washing my Pokemon. Oops.
Pokemon battle. They get hit by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get to the word filthy. I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing the issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah, yes, Master Adobo.
What, me? Maybe? Uh-oh, Stinky.
What would you do if your Pokemon is dirty?
Pat it on the head. There. It happens to the best of us.
While patting your Pokemon on the head to express appreciation for its hard work would make for an adorable moment, that would not clean it of its filth.
Are you sure? What if I pet real hard? Lick the Pokemon clean. Ah, yes, let me just lick my Vanillite. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's gone. What happened?
When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach them and perform a variety of actions. Go through the Pokemon wash, clean them up. Get your sponge lathered up, scrub your Pokemon once it's covered in bubbles. The pub the bubbly ba 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 do. Oh, it heals status conditions. Blade's back. Welcome back. The most important point is some Pokemon like to be dirty. Cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Alright, let me just clean my muck and then suddenly it's disintegrated. Had it hard enough, you knock the dirt off of it. Yeah! And you know what? I don't want to accidentally extinguish my Charmander's tail or something, you know? Maybe it's for the best. Can you picnic inside of town? Let me try real quick. I think that's enough class for now. Let's keep going. Next stop, Ghost Gym, baby. Do 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 do. Alright, not here. Alright, let's head back. Take the flying taxi all the way up to the mountain tops. To the glazed donut mountain tops. Delicious. Uh-oh, Stinky! Has anybody seen any cool Pokemon merchandise that came out on the Pokemon Center recently? I mentioned earlier, I tried to look it up on the store, but for some reason the store doesn't load for me. So I'm just like sitting here like, I would like to buy things. Pokemon Company, why don't you let me give you money? I saw that at the physical Pokemon Center store in New York. Are you sleepy, Caesar? I'll get you nice and shiny. I'll use actual polish on you. Look at you. Wash them claws. Beautiful. I guess I should wash my motorcycle as well. Imagine Pokemon like Muck? Yeah, probably Muck and just a lot of poison types. Trubbish, maybe. Did I just notice that the sponge is a Mareep? Maybe. But the important thing is I've noticed now. Don't let them rust. Oh, don't worry. I'll put a nice wax layer on top. Remember to wax your Miraidon. Horse. Oh, maybe Mudsdale's one of the Pokemon that like to be dirty? Oh no! Oh, they seem okay with it. When you are shiny, gotta make sure. Oh, here we go. Don Quaxote is gonna love a bath. Like, give me that water.
Bust out the actual metal polish. Oh, you want more? Sure, why not? Oh, too much.
Wonderful.
With the hair. Ole. Wow. Coming back to this, you know what origination? Just doing a little Pokemon care. I kinda got called out by one of the school teachers, like, hey, you should remember, wash your Pokemon. You know what, you're right. I'll watch the little birdie too. I have not done since like the very beginning of the game. Keep saying shiny. Think of the song Shiny Moana. No, I haven't actually watched Moana. I just see clips. And at one point, the receptionist at work played it on the TV in the work lunchroom. So I heard some songs and that's about it. What can I say except you're welcome? We're staring at you with a vine boom. Poof. Any eggs? No eggs. Alright, we're packing up. I'm not washing my motorcycle yet. It's gonna get dirty again anyway. I don't know what kind of Pokemon this is, so I won't bother asking. Let's go to Montenevera. What can I say except I recommend the movie? You should watch it when you have time. What can I say except go watch it? Oh, this is gonna be so satisfying. Kill! Kill! Look at you, Pepita's literally super effective against everything here. Or he hasn't been back to school at all. Still, you're gonna have to do a lot of cramming, sir. There's tests, you know. So far, I feel like they're worth it. You actually do learn some stuff that... I will say, Pokemon has never really been good about saying in the games. I'm sure a lot of us longtime fans just know like how many times the multiplier you get from stab and super effective, and you know how much catch rate certain balls have and whatnot. But we know all of that by looking it up on like Cerebi and Bulbapedia. I feel like this is one of the only times the game actually says it, like out loud in front of you in plain letters and tests you on it. That's actually a really good idea, putting it in a school. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Interesting place to wash your Pokemon. Yeah, get them all wet and then they just freeze. Just like when I visited Japan and in the fall, and how I figured out that Japanese apartments don't really have dryers. So I had to take my wet clothes with me to the next Airbnb and air dry them outside. But because they were just outside, you know, my next Airbnb happened to be at Mount Fuji, they ended up freezing. Like, I hung my pants over the railing and then they just froze in the shape of draped over a bar pants. That was funny. This is like Godzilla rolling up and wiping out a species. So like Godzilla do then. That's just like what Godzilla naturally does. This is how the Godzilla do. Have y'all seen that series on YouTube that's a bunch of nature documentaries narrated by somebody doing like a Morgan Freeman impersonation? Today, with the animal facts, we are talking about the chameleon. Sorry, it's pronounced chameleon. I thought it would be a lot cooler than that. Triagonal uses its chains of ice to constrict its opponents and then flash freezes them where they stand. Your name is I see what you did. Was Haru the one who wanted the blue squawkabilly? I don't think so. I was looking for one at one point, and then I found one. I'll tell you what, though. I actually, I haven't really seen the other colors. I heard there were 4, but I've only ever seen blue and green ones, except just before stream today. Actually, let's look at the boxes. Just before stream today, I was fighting the Sinistes out by Zapapico, and I finally was able to find a white squawkabilly. What color is the last one? Is it red? Is the red one maybe exclusive to Scarlet? By the way, I did also name it Darien, not realizing I would catch a Toxtricity in the same stream. I'm trying to name all the squawkabillies after different delinquents from anime with pompadours. So we got Josuke. I had to get another Kuwabara, but I eventually did. And I named this one Darien. The gray one? Is there a gray one? I have a white one. Let me just, at least the Pokédex entry says it's a white one. I don't know if there's also a gray one. Apparently it's the rarest one according to the Pokédex. And I will believe it. Assuming the last one is red, I will name it... What delinquent haven't I used yet? Josuke Kuwabara. I can name it Mondo from Danganronpa. That'll be my answer if I can't think of anything else. Kuwabara. Yeah, I named the blue one Kuwabara because his uniform is blue. It worked out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Onizuka? Where's that one from? If it's from an anime, I haven't seen it. I can name one Kazuma Kiryu. He's not a delinquent, he's just a gangster. There's a difference. Easy peasy. Keeping my eyes peeled. Some of those shinies really do be trolling you. I believe I can fly. I'm gonna land on the gym. You can't stop me. Oh. Hiya! Wham. Now this is a town. Heck. Grusha got the short end of the stick. All they get's a Pokemon Center and a gym. I mean, I guess he gets to just snowboard all day. But this looks like the freaking that one town from Final Fantasy VII. Oh, hello. That's a ghost dog. Great teacher Onizuka. He's a former delinquent that is working to become a teacher. His life gave him the skill sets needed to help his students. That kind of reminds me of the Way of the House Husband, the one where the Yakuza just becomes just a house husband, basically. I'm sure there's similar concepts.
Have you ever seen one of Rhyme's concerts? Your music shakes you right down to your soul.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I like these, like, candles. Look at this. I wouldn't expect the ghost type gym to be over up in the snowy mountains, but this is, oh, look, this is quaint. This is a quaint place. I'd love to live here. Do 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 do. Stock up on Lemonade Cafe. Candles and colors makes you think you're gonna cast a spell. Let's read the description. I did catch that she's the MC of RIP. This ghost type user is among the very greatest. She's a legendary rapper who has performed around the world, and her thrilling live shows rattle the bones with devilish beats and double battles. Wait, double battles? Woo! Wait a minute, you telling me? You telling me? I mean, when you think about it, freaking Raihan from Sword and Shield did double battles. You think they're actually gonna keep doing it? Oh, heck yeah. Gotta find the Pokemon Center. Whoa. I like the music in this place. It's funky. Which makes sense because the gym leader's a rapper. Also, I like that the gym leader is like a retired rapper that has become just a gym leader. Or not retired, but just their careers behind them, so they mostly kind of chill out here. As you think about it, like all the famous rappers from the 90s, they're settling down, they're becoming parents, they're just living normal lives, but they still perform time to time. And when they rap about like gangster life, or when they rap about scraping by day to day, it's ironic because now they're living pretty off of their record sales and whatnot. And they're definitely not out like doing gangster stuff at their age. She'll do a seance for the dead, but with like rap music. That sounds super fun. You can buy mints. This game is, oh my goodness. This game is so convenient. It's a competitive Pokemon battler's dream. It's just a shame that it doesn't run very well. Is there a Delibird presence in here? Nah, just that Chansey supply. That's fine. Let's get ready for the gym. This is a really nice song. I'm liking it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep Mega Man. Let me see if I have any dark TMs. I have some dark moves, but the only Pokemon that can learn them is Persian, who already has Bite. So that's not that useful. Phantom Force! I like Phantom Force. It's basically Ghost-type Dig. Although Mega Man already has a decent... ghost type move. Okay, I guess I won't teach anything. I will, however, give a little candy. Just a little bit of candy. Just enough to make him level up like twice or something. There's one. One more should do it. Ooh, so close. There you go. 41. I like the XP candies. They don't feel as bad as rare candies where it's like, oh yeah, I used my rare candy to get my Pokemon up to their next level. Oh, they only needed 1 XP. What a waste. Perfect.
Wonderful. You were close.
Da 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 da. Itama's done a bit like that. Hired to help get Ghost moving on. They're berated for rapping instead of singing, but it works. Yo, just like Turning Red. Go watch Turning Red, by the way. I feel like too many people dismissed it as like a movie that's not for them, but let me tell you, if you grew up as a teenager in the 2000s, you'll like Turning Red, honestly. It is set in the early 2000s, as that one reviewer pointed out. The gym leader here used to be Time, but she retired a year and a half ago. Her sister Rhyme is the gym leader now. Time and Rhyme. Nickelodeon Slime. Turn on a dime. Does this region have Mr. Rhyme? Oh no! She followed me! I thought it was safe on the mountain! Alright everybody, I have to legally change my name. Hey, I heard the good news! Congrats on gym badge number 6! Not even 1/10 of trainers who take on the gym get this far, you know? But I'm not surprised that you made it. I just knew there was a reason you caught my eye. I don't know. Oh look, my stalker. Oh, trust me, I could tell from our very first battle you were gonna grow seriously strong. Anyway, I bet you could use a little warming up before you take on the gym, huh? Come on, you know the drill by now. Uh-huh. No! I'm just playing along. I'm just trying to find a good opportunity to book it out of here. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Here's our battle card for today. Okay, right. Always important to check what environment your Pokemon will be battling in. The battlefield can have these teeny effects on your Pokemon's balance and stuff, you know? Anyway, sorry I sort of dragged you here, but a good little pre-gym warming up should do you good. Now come on, Adobo, let's have us a fruitful battle. Always talking about fruit. Look, I know our school mascot is grapes. You think the school has a mascot that's like Gary the Grapes? And it's just a dude in a grapes costume? Hey, Mona! Opened him with a Lycanroc, I see. Not much has changed. Hear about the new Disney movie? I did. Show me the battle skills that get you 6 gym badges! Well, I have more badges than that. They're just not all gym badges. Ha! Okay, you're gonna hit me with a rock type move, so I'm actually gonna switch out to Mulita. Yeah, isn't the new Disney movie like Strange World? Or something? They're not even marketing it. Which is just super oddly suspicious when you're Disney and you can afford all the marketing. It's just super obvious they're not doing it on purpose. And I feel bad for all the animators that worked on it. Poured their heart and soul into it, you know? How does an earthquake miss? You tell me that. If you're shaking the entire ground. Did Lycanroc just do that thing that Raichu did in the anime? You stand on its tail for balance.
That stung, but you're not the only one who can hit hard when it counts.
Oh yeah? Who? Not you.
Ha! Slickoo!
Ooh, a dragon type, huh? Let me just drag your name through the mud real quick. Doobity-doo. Oh yeah, Saberspark. I actually did vote on that that poll, at least the Twitter one. I think he did the poll on both Twitter and YouTube. But the Twitter poll is like, have you seen any marketing for this movie? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Then again, I have ad block, so that makes sense. But usually, like, a little bit sneaks through here and there through, like, YouTube Mobile or whatever. Again with the Aqua Pulse. I swear, I'm gonna give Pepita the berry that just stops confusion, because this keeps happening. Every time. Should be fine, though. Please. Please get a hold of yourself. Pepita.
Wonderful.
At this point, I can probably let the... Yeah, I can probably just let the bird take care of this Lagoo. Easy. Hey, what's that? It's a Confuse Heal, baby. Wait, is there a Confuse Heal? There's no such thing as there. I got berries! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I can just wait it out. Battle! Thunderfang, sure, why not? 70 to 80% said no, didn't see an ad. Got it. Did the YouTube one. Yep. Down. Has anybody seen it? How much? Switch them up, baby. Honestly, if I wanted a real challenge, I would turn off Switch. Yeah, I would turn off the Nintendo Switch. No, I would turn off the option to switch Pokemon. Switch the set. That's always been the way to truly get a challenge out of your Pokemon games. Good. You don't get to be on Switch when you're playing against regular people. Why do you get to know what your opponent's about to switch in? Meowscarada!
Your ace is grass, and I'm the grass man.
Alright, cat. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson?
Trading attacks on the brink of winning or losing gives me chills. Let's see who gets the win.
I gotta say, props to Nomona for, stalking aside. For being a champion, but actually taking the time to train a team from scratch alongside me and, like, making sure that I'm balanced, that she's balanced, that we're balanced together.
Here comes the fun part. Time to make this Terra Orb shine.
I keep forgetting about the terrestrializing. Do as they do in the anime. Finish it off with false swipe. Go for the horn. Shit the sprinklers, Pikachu.
Get ready. This move is gonna hit with the force of all my training.
Did you go into the hyperbolic time chamber or something? I see you haven't been training very much. I'll show you trading.
Wonderful.
A valiant effort.
But in the end, useless.
Critical hit though. It always critical hits. My cruise ship will take all of you down.
I knew I was right to believe in you.
Oh look, the snow fell off the tree. That's because she was hiding in it before I got here. Doo-doo-doo. When cute Fuecoco becomes ugly crocodile. Well, good thing it turned into a beautiful crocodile.
That's an L for me. Modern slang. Man, you've gotten so good. I think that should be enough of a warm-up. You and your Pokemon should be all set now. Here, take these as thanks for the battle.
Wow.
There's just 2 gyms remaining. Then all that'll be left is to try out to be a champion. Give it all you got.
Oh, I know she's waiting. She's just quivering with excitement at me being a champion to just kill her dead. Where's that Spike Spiegel copy pasta?
Now let's get you back to the gym lobby.
Honestly, I like all the final evolutions. But if I had to pick a favorite, like if I had chosen based on what they were going to turn into, I deliberately didn't look at the final evolutions so that I wouldn't be biased by that decision. I would pick Quaxley because take a look at this thing. Unless you didn't want to see that, I'm sorry. I guess you did say it was dancing, so you probably knew. But that would have been my choice if I had known ahead of time. And check it out. I started 2 save files so I could get 2 starters. That way, like, my playthrough would have all the final evolutions by the end. Nimona got her Sprigatito, I got Fuecoco, and the Quaxley. Just so I can rub it in her face that even if she did pick the starter that kills mine, I'd still beat her team up. Feed the cat. Well, I did get a Sprigatito recently. I just didn't want my team to be half starters, to be completely honest. Kamen Rider! What's up, Kamen? Getting your new computer soon. I'm excited for you. I'm just a little sad that it got delayed. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Gonna get Scarlet? Very nice. I really like how when you play multiplayer with people, you get to just basically have both games at once. Playing multiplayer, you get to see spawns from each other game. So there's nothing missing out. That's the spirit of Pokemon. Like ever since the beginning, you know? Instead of just trading with friends, you're trading your experiences with your friends. And that's nice.
Welcome to Monte Nevada Gym.
Always looking down on me. I'm not that short lady. What's with the Dreepies? Oh, wait, this is the Ghost Gym. That's why. So what, they're haunting me?
Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Adobo, yes?
Yeah.
Great! Now, in order to face Gym Leader Rhyme, you'll first need to pass the gym test.
Do I have to construct a rap? Do I get to play Parappa the Rapper as my gym test? Yo, I was actually playing Parappa the Rapper right before stream because I wanted to hook up my PS1 and test it out. What better way? I need to test like how much lag my TV has and how much like video quality. Boom. Beautiful game. Need 0 frames of delay. Good freaking thing. Come in. Wait a minute. You were just here. How long am I going for? Oh, well, you know, I just started the gym, so at least until this. Thanks for the raids. Double raid, Kamen, Nuiki. Y'all were playing Pokemon together, right? Did you have a good time? Did you get some stuff done? Spoilers if you haven't been to the mountains yet. We're doing the Ghost Gym, so here's your warning. But welcome on in, everybody. You know the drill. I'm a chicken. Bok bok. How's it going?
Here at the Monte de Vera Gym, that means warming the audience up for a main event. That's right, you're the opening act.
Alright, kick, punch, turn, and chop the door, or I will fall to the floor. Kick, punch, chop, I got the funky flow. MIX the egg into the bowl. Your job is to get up on stage, show us some dead fierce Pokemon battles, and get the crowd excited before the gym leader's concert begins. You can start the gym test by speaking with MC Sledge in front of the stage outside. Now get out there and have fun. Okay, so I have my team. I'm gonna swap out. Oh, no, yeah, I'm gonna keep Swiper because it has the dark move. I'm gonna swap out somebody, though. Because I want to start using this Dreepy I have over here. Somewhere. Here. Missile. And they need to level up soon-ish, please. I want to say, let's swap out Don Quaxote against my better judgment. Maybe even give them the lucky egg. Easy. Not a Swiper, hold on. Hoi hoi, what's up, Nuiki? What's up, Common? Knew this was gonna have the moment he asked. Well, well, well. You know it's the weekend, I got time. 3 hours? Haha. More like I'm just getting started. Doing a lot of derping. That's how you play these games, honestly. Not like me. Just rushing through the gyms. I'm sorry, is that critical again? Zero story, caught a lot of stuff. Honestly, grinding, not too bad. So, Common, are you still doing Nuzlocke with Sprint? I guess you're just like catching other Pokemon just to grind up. That'll do. That'll do. Doom doom doo doo. I'm putting myself at a little bit of a disadvantage by not having a technically full team. But I think I can manage. Hey you, opening act. Yo, trainer, you the one performing the opening act today? My name's MC Sledge Critical. This is the stage right here. So here's the deal. We're gonna have you do some double battles. That's where you have 2 Pokemon fight on each side. That'll let you sledge up double the opponents and get the audience twice as excited. The venue will be so hot it'll melt the Monte Nevera snow. Once you get the audience worked up and ready to go, that'll be the cue for our leader to take the stage. That's how you pass your gym test, yo. Your opening act begins as soon as you get up on the stage. There'll be no backing down until you win 3 times in a row, so make sure you're ready. You good on the deets for the opening act in our gym test? Ready to sledge them up? Hold on, let me change my team. It is double battles. Let me make sure. I feel ya. Opening for rhyme is no easy task. I think this is good. Yeah, worst case, I've got enough Pokemon. This will be fine. It'll be fine. Right, everybody? Sweet. Just play it by ear. You'll do great. Head up onto the stage. Don't worry, we'll have him cheering, woo, baby, by the end of all this. I'm sorry, why is the audience dead? They're tombstones! It's like a rap beat version of the gym theme. Are you hearing this? What's up, Monte Nevera? Today's opening act will be 3 back-to-back double battles by our challenger here, Adobo. And the first of the 3 opponents will be a young performer who makes it look like a breeze. You're younger than me!
The one, the only, Taz.
Double battles. That means 1 + 1, right? Can you do math? I don't know, can you? Who put this? What is with this sassy lost child? Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. In the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs.
Die!
You had this kid clip into the floor? Did you get a video of it? I'd love to see that. It's games like this that make you glad there's a screenshot function. Wow, you call that a gym battle? Mega Man wants to use ally switch. What does that mean? The user teleports using a strange power and switches places with one of its allies. Smooth chance of failing rises as user succession. So is it Baton Pass? I guess? I kind of want to try it out because I'm in a double battle right now. But nah. Wait, Ketchup just learned Swords Dance normally? Okay, good. I don't even need to teach it a TM. That's perfect. You know what? Since I've been using Persian as false swipe, I don't need false swipe on you anymore. Perfect. Swords Dance, Blood Punch, Caesar in the house. That's a competitive loadout. Like, seriously. I think it's OU tier in one of the games. Forget which one, though.
Oh, 1 + 1 is 2, right? Right? Ooh.
You'll get there, kid. You'll get there someday.
Bow. Ba-da-ba-ba-dow. Bow. Bo-da-da-da-da-dow. Bow. Ba-da-da-da-dow. Bow. Ba-da-da-da-dow.
1 + 1. Can you do math and not clear through the floor, kid? Oh, God. Whoa! You can't get him down there. Pretty good. Looks like the game loaded right when that happened. I got his life savings, dude. That was 56 bucks. 1 + 1 = math sucks. Murasaki Mao, welcome back. Yeah, it's the move remembering thing. I'm so glad they got the move remembering thing from Pokemon Legends. You don't even need to use another TM, you can just remember it. I didn't realize that Caesar also learns it through level up though. I was about to go get the TM. The Monde of Navera stage has all the latest tech. The more excited this audience gets, the more the stage will light up. Keep on sledging. You got this. Bleep. And our challenger's next opponent will be a musician with a bit of a unique style. It's Lonnie. Hey. Strong compliments week. The harmony of 2 Pokemon battling in unison. Yeah! A lot of heart, is that you? Didn't recognize you without the afro. I'm pretty sure if I aim for the same Pokemon, then the remaining Pokemon will just try to attack whoever's left, right? Right? It's like Dagron Quest. Mega Kick. Whoa, 120? That accuracy, though. Let's not. Die! Beautiful. What's she doing? Trying to square up and fight me? That wasn't harmony. It was cacophony. I'll tell you what's cacophonous. Your hair clipping into your face. Oh.
The audience is getting really excited. Your opening acts turn the cheering and the stage lighting up to 11. What a surprise from our new challenger. Who'd have thought they'd sledge it up this much?
Please stop saying sledge. That is not how you use this word.
Next is your last opponent, and it's none other than me, MC Sledge!
How did I know? He just runs over.
Being an MC isn't my only forte. I can battle too. I'll sledge you up real good in a double battle.
You're challenged by gym trainer MC Sledge. Look at his shit-eating grin. Ah! It was Final Fantasy 1 logic. That's the same logic they had in Dragon Quest up until, like, I don't remember which game. I'm glad they eventually made it so when you attack an enemy that dies by the time you get to it, it actually goes to the next. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh no, Sableye. That's actually not weak. Still gonna try to Shadow Claw it though. I'm gonna go for it both on Driftwood because I think it's tanky enough to probably survive one. Never mind. Aftermath. Oh no, it's fine. I was thinking of Destiny Bond. I don't want a sledge. That sounds inappropriate for a kid's game. You survived! Ah! They didn't height.
Nice move, Joyce. He's really sledging it up, MC Sledge.
Stop. Stop. The word sledge doesn't mean anything anymore. You're all getting chuggy. All of you. Look at the little baby. Look at the baby. I like Sableye. I like Sableye a lot. I'm sorry, did my moves say super effective because they're super effective if I use it on my other Pokemon? I think that's why, because those moves were definitely not super effective on Sableye.
It was you who sledged me up.
If you say sledge one more time, say sledge one more time, I double dare you. I triple dare you. Snom. The audience excitement has reached a fever pitch.
Whoa, awesome. That was a great battle.
Oh, that's the audience that's talking.
How lucky. That was a rare sight.
Thank you, Adobo. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Congratulations, you passed the gym test. Give them a round of applause, everybody.
Why don't I feel as excited as I should be?
I feel a scary good sense of unity in the crowd. Perfecto. We're ready to go for the main event. Come on, everybody. Say it with me. This is what you've all been waiting for. This is what it's all about. Give it up for the MC of RIP. Rhyme.
Woo! Yeah! Rhyme, rhyme, rhyme. Rhyme, rhyme, rhyme. Rhyme, rhyme, rhyme. What's all this noise I'm hearing? This crowd's so loud it could wake the dead. Let me tell you what I want to hear. Y'all feeling good? Yeah, we're feeling good. Rah, rah, woo! Thanks for the killer opener, baby. Now I'll get this started for real. Congrats on the gym test. That was sick, yo. Thanks. How much you want to bet that they wrote that line in? This is what y'all been waiting for. I mean, yeah, he's an MC. That's probably just a coincidence. But what if? Not everybody makes the comparison. He is just critical. Give us some in for some rhyme time, you feel me? Go ahead and tell the lobby staffer you passed. I guess she's busy doing the show. Here, I'm gonna crash it. Audience is a thrall. Go talk to the lobby staffer. No! I'm gonna find a way. Yeah, I think I can totally just jump into the stage. Let me just like come in from the top. I'm giving her the same voice as the jail warden. I mean, I'm just trying to rap. Kick, punch, turn, and top the door. That's what I'm talking about. Was it super effective because of stab? No, it doesn't usually say that because of stab. It usually says it because one of the targets I can choose is known to be weak to the move. So it has to be because one of the targets counted one of my own Pokemon. Not that I'd ever want to do that, but I guess. Oop. I'm crashing the party. Amazing job. You were a fantastic opening act. That's the gym test cleared then. Well done. You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. I only said it like that because I was thinking about... Thank you for the hydrate. I was thinking about that line from Sailor Moon. He is Tuxedo Mask. I can't believe it. I'm Tuxedo Mask! You. Yo, yo! It sounds like there might be a rap battle going on the stage. What? This guy doesn't stand a chance. This is my time. This is my day. You're not gonna stand in my way. Listen up, Rhyme. Your reign ends here. You're gonna get rung up by this pro cashier. Boonch, 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 boonch. Pro cashier, what I'm about to check out. Must have got your rhymes on deep discount. Please, you think you can step up to my game? Fool, I got rhyme right there in my name. I'm a specter from which there is no protector, and victory unto me you will render when the crowd sees you a mere pretender. You wanna end my reign? Yeah, just keep dreaming. Just buy a book of rhymes, kid, and start reading. Boom, 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 boom. I'm done. You won. My rhymes totally whiffed. But I'll be back. Maybe after my next shift. What is happening? Hold up. Where you going? That's all you got? After my next shift? Seriously? Bars up for jokes. Come on. That was over way too fast. It gets boring wearing the crown if no one makes me fight to keep it. Huh? Draymond, yeah yo, I got a rap for you. I got a rap right here. Check it out. Hey, my opener's back. You here for a rap battle or a gym battle? I'm here for a rap battle. You got jokes? We both know you're really here. Alright, then let's get it started. Dreamin', don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin', don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin', don't give it up, give it up, give it up. Oh! Here's how the story goes. We find out about a treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eyes are on it. He'll sing, I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Dun, 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 dun. His name's Zolo. He's just like a samurai. And an L.A.D.Y. Nam. He's not shy. Usopp's doing his marksman thing. Sanji's cooking. Chopper's doctoring. Dun, 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 dun. I got more where that came from. Just let me, remember. You were captivated by that show I put on, huh? I rap what's in my soul, baby. Weaving words into a symphony of poetry. Don't try with me, you won't last one round. I'm like Sableye, my mean look will lock you down. Like that, you feel me? No. Huh. Well, let's get right to it. You're a Pokemon trainer, so battle me and show me who you are. My music's not all about that toss that charts. My skills with ghost types are the best around. You say that. But I got a certain papita that says otherwise. Lest you forget it, the name is Rhyme, and I'm known as the MC of R.I.P. Dead or alive, let's make this a vibe. Yo, yo. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, she vibing, baby. Time for the modern day Poke Rap. At least 150 or now more than 1,000. We don't mess around in Montenevera. On my stage we double battle, don't let it scare you. More rhymes, more rhymes. Encore, encore. Aw, crap. The problem is Mimikyu has that one ability that's like, oh, you hit it once, but then it stays alive. I'm gonna have to hit it twice. It's got like a built-in substitute, basically. Show us an awesome battle rhyme, and you too, student kid! Wow! My name's Adobo. Oh! Ow. Ow! What is this? How come everyone's faster than me? Oh, Sucker Punch goes first anyway. Skies. Transformers, more than eats my eyes. Like how I'm coming into the fight with my own ghost types. This is a rap battle for the ages. I'm fighting fire with fire, or ghost with ghost. And also, the only thing Ghost is weak to is Dark and then also other Ghost. Yo, Houndstone?
Nice, he totally nailed that Pokemon's weakness without batting an eye.
Look at this. Look at this. I haven't fought for a crowd this big since the last game. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dun, 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 dun. Stop with the Sucker Punch, damn it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 ba, 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 da, da. Da, ba, da, ba, da, 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 ba, 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 da, da. Dun, 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 ba, ba, da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun.
Wonderful.
I didn't even look at what levels everybody is. Oh, are you gonna come out with 2 terrestrialized Pokemon? You can't do that. Wait a minute. I can only terrestrialize once. Your youthful power is a real threat, but the party's still going. I haven't lost yet. Uh-oh. Toxic. Is that all you got?
One of Ryan's Pokemon went down. Woo, this is so exciting.
1? I'm sorry, 1? I took down 3 so far. Yeah, baby. Not the good boy. It was a necessary sacrifice. It was dead already. Oh my wa mo shinderu. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. This is what it's all about. This doesn't seem fair. Kick back, relax, enjoy this last track. Tune it up for a game, rattling good time. That doesn't rhyme. Whoa, dogs. Whoa, what? Oh, wait a minute. They were inside the ground the whole time. Is this the secret? Look at him go. When I'm on the mic, even the dead rise up. DJ G-Rave over there sure feeling it. Uh-oh. It's Terra time. Wow, I love that the ghost Terra type is like, it's modeled after the ghost that you see without the Sylph Scope. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. The crowd didn't even get time to finish their chant. You defeated Gym Leader Rhyme. Good. Giving up the ghost, not really my style. I'll let you have this one though, baby. Thank you. The doggy's the DJ, the dog jockey. Great battle, chillin' and thrillin'. Got spirit, kid. You earned my gym badge, all right. How about a VIP pass for my next show too? I'll take it. Wow. Look at this selfie. You call this a selfie? I guess so. I just realized that because these are all pictures, they're all immortalized to be what my hairstyle looked like at the time and my character. With 7 gym badges, it'll be easier to catch Pokemon of up to level 55, and they'll listen to what you have to say too. I'm feeling so good, I think I'm also gonna let you have this. Wow! I do like Shadow Ball. It's a good move. Sell someone the VIP pass? Come on! That's rude. But maybe. Too bad it's over. Make your way back to my stage sometime. Maybe next time we rap battle instead. Who knows? I would love if they'd bothered to make a rap battle minigame. You know they wouldn't, though. You know they wouldn't. I'm sure you got some scary good adventures ahead. I'll be cheering for you later. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Do. As long as Nomona doesn't challenge me right after. Rika! Hey, Rika here, at your service. These gyms aren't really giving you much trouble, are they?
Rika!
Huh? Oh, right. You two haven't met, have you? I'm sorry, is that a living doll? This young man's Adobo. He's so good with Pokemon, even Lepre managed to get an interest in him.
Oh wow! I think your Pokemon at Team Poppy are really strong too. Like, really strong!
Which one of you is stronger, do you think? Is this one of the Elite Four?
Well, I'm one of the Elite Four, so I'm more amazing.
Wow, they really get into the top leagues real young these days, don't they? I'm sorry, are you a walking squeaky toy? Are you Stitch?
Ahana!
No, aren't you just adorable? I know it's hard to believe, but this tiny little one's indeed one of the Elite Four. Well, time to murder a child, I suppose.
Yeah, I am. I hope I get to show you my Pokemon soon, mister. Now hurry up and come to the Pokemon League. It's where, the pinnacle. It's where the pinnacle of Pokemon battling happens. See you there. Bye-bye.
Hey, wait up! You're not allowed to be outside without a parent or guardian. Well, you keep up the good work, kid. You heard the kid, she's waiting for you. Wait up, Poppy, don't leave your pal Rika behind. She's a baby! Who let this baby out? Freaking, I thought the kid I battled for the gym was just like a little baby. This is a fetus. Okay, bye. Oh boy. So Sapphire, thank you for the raid. How's it going? I didn't know you were streaming right now. Streaming at late night, couldn't be you. Couldn't be you. Hope your shins were very again. Blade now his idea for fan art. Kicking a baby? Don't kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. So yeah, that was the thing. What do I have? I have 7 gym badges, I think. Dude. How do I check that? Also, let me save. You never know with this game, it might crash. We had a freaking good time today. And welcome on in. Did you have a good stream as well, Soul? Just a quick late night stream. Would have gone longer? Don't have the energy. I'm feeling that. That's for sure. We took down the MC of RIP, and boy howdy, am I also tired. Profile. Check this out. I got 14 badges. I at least hope they would like separate them out by the different kind of badge. I mean, seriously. You can't even see all the badges in like a little case like you used to be able to. Oh, come on, I can't polish them. What's the point? Yeah, we were just about to, get all wrapped up. But I hope you had a good one. Let me just walk around this town. This fancy, nice little snow town. I would totally live here. I think so. Hyper training.
Hey, I can put any Pokemon that's level 50 or higher to hyper training if you'd like. What do you say? Do you want one of your Pokemon to go to hyper training?
Wait, isn't this the thing that like... Yeah, bottle caps. Isn't this the thing that changes their IVs? Ah, so that's where it is. I gotta get me some bottle caps. Who knew James from Team Rocket had the right idea? Just farming bottle caps. What if they actually trained Meowth? What if Team Rocket got off their lazy butts and, like, EV trained Meowth? Like, he's gotta have max EVs by now, right? Fed him rare candies. Made him evolve. Can Meowth even evolve? They wouldn't do it right. There's no way. There's no way they'd have Meowth with Team Rocket evolve. That's too iconic. Don't kick the baby. Put it in the stroller and let it slide down the ice. No! Oh no, is this? I don't know what this is. Never mind. Ah, crap. I keep forgetting that you get free LP by touching the things. I'm so bad at that. I haven't been doing that. Oh well. I wonder if the bottle cap idea was pulled from the anime. That'd be funny. I'm leaning towards no, but I'd love if that was true. An unusual item choice. Maybe. Bottle caps are pretty collectible in Japan. They got this thing where they got those little bottle cap figurines. It's just a little, like, plastic toy that's on top of a bottle cap. And you can screw it onto a bottle if you want. Or you can just collect them. There's not actually much in this town, is there? Let's, you know what? Let's take some classes. Just one more. Just one more. Because I feel my brain emptying as we speak. Have you done many classes, Soul Sapphire? I feel like a lot of people just left the school and never looked back. Meowth in the show, he refuses to evolve, similar to Ash's Pikachu. I do remember him saying something along those lines. Did he give like a real reason? Or he just doesn't want to? I remember he learned to talk to impress a girl, Meowth. And she's like, wow, you're weird. Speaking human language? Why would you ever think that's something I want to hear? Damn. I'm one of people. It's me. Wow. It's tú. Ay, ay, ay. What subject y'all want to learn? I find it interesting that math is back and home ec is back. Maybe I can finally do the finals for them. Maybe. Let's do math again. Oh wait, Miss Time. She was the gym leader before. Time and rhyme. I didn't make that connection till just now. Yeah, they said that Time was the gym leader of Monte Navarro. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. The last one! Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy. Probability is an interesting subject. Did you know in a class of 40 students there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? Same birthday, I know about this one. This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? Let's move on. How to calculate damage. All these variables are multiplied. However, there's an even simpler way. Giving held items. Stab! You know, stab is such a basic thing. I'm surprised we learned it as the last thing. If a rock-type Pokemon uses the rock-type move Stone Edge, it's by 1.5. Ground and rock may seem like similar types, but no. Okay. Yep. Are they gonna call it same type attack bonus? That's the thing. A lot of terms were coined by the community and then adopted into the games. Like, shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon were not called shiny in the games for, like, the longest time. The only official term is, like, for a while, the only official term was differently colored Pokemon. And then eventually, they just started calling them shiny in the game. Isn't that cool? You don't really think about that stuff because it's so codified. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Let's see if a move with power 100, same type, and switch to the type, what happens to the move's power? Okay, so it's 100, and then it's also times 1.5, and then it's doubled, so it's 300. Wow. I am so smart. SMRT. Whoa. What's with these vine booms? The original power of the move ends up being tripled. And with Terra types, it gets a bonus from divided 2. Nice. I keep forgetting about that one part. I just forget that terrestrializing is a thing. I always think like, oh, I can only use it if I have a special Terra type. No, I can use it whenever. Wow. Thank you, teacher. The final. Are we ready for the final, everybody? Meowth was tempted to evolve into a Persian because the boss had a Persian that was snooty. He refused and said he'd rather stay as he is. Ah, there you go. That sounds familiar. A running joke of them stealing his girl. Meowth is refusing to evolve out of spite. That makes sense. Implies Pokemon just have the capacity to learn human speech. I feel like it's probably only Pokemon that have at least somewhat of a humanoid form, like who physically have a mouth, like a Meowth, so they can like learn to move their lip flaps and talk like a human. It's funny, well, I haven't watched the anime since Johto, so who am I to say, but it's funny that after all this time, Meowth is pretty much the only one that's learned how to speak human using their physical mouth. There's been a lot of Pokemon that speak human through like psychic powers. Like I think Lucario and Entei. But have there been examples in the anime of Pokemon that talk with their actual mouth besides Meowth? Loking talk? Oh, you're right. You're right. Probably. I remember that from the movie, yeah. It's just so smart, it can just talk with its mouth. No, let's not talk about the Pikachu. Let's not talk about Pikachu saying, I want a Pikachu. That didn't happen. Ash was having a near-death experience. You can't convince me otherwise. Jeez. Math final, let's go. I have to get 4 out of 5. Yep, communication telepathically, that can work. That happens. Don't forget about Detective Pikachu, that's true. Voiced by good old Ryan Reynolds and or KG Tang. Voiced by Ichiban Kasuga. Alright everyone, it's time to begin the final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you had in my class will give you the right answers. How many Great Balls can you purchase with 3,000 if you cost 6,000? This is just math. Hold on. 6 times 5. Water type move on a grass type Pokemon, what will boost power be? So, okay. Okay, but what kind of type of Pokemon is using the move? So it's times 1.5, but it's also times 0.5. So it's 75. Hey, this is actual math. What the hell? Using normal size, what percentage does Stone Edge have the critical hit? Stone Edge is one of those moves that has a higher chance, right? So even though the normal critical hit chance is 4, it's 12 for Stone Edge, right? I asked and I didn't even wait for the answer from chat. Pokemon uses Sword Stance twice to boost attack. First stage, how much damage will field moves then do? I was hoping this would be a trick question. Like, ah yes, it uses Hone Claws and then it uses Magical Leaf. 4 stages, so that's triple damage. I've learned my mistake. For Rock-type Pokemon, Terra-type Rock Charizard was moved by 2. Alright, time's up. Hands on your laps. This test was the culmination of all that I taught you. I'm sure you all did just fine. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk. Woo! Pikachu can talk this whole time. Just chooses to say Pika Pika. It's more marketable that way. You're right, Thank Twig. We just need to shove Ryan Reynolds into a Pikachu. Yeah. You know, there's still that second part of the game coming out. It's been so long since the first Detective Pikachu, isn't it? Aren't they like porting the first Detective Pikachu to Switch and then also putting the second game on there? There's supposed to be 2 games, but it's been taking a while for them to come out. Intelligent enough to speak, wise enough not to. Truer words have never been spoken. Alright, 5? 5? 5 out of 5! I'm a straight A student, baby! We don't know if the first is coming to Switch. Okay, I think that was just a rumor that I heard. It's been so long since the second game was announced that I just don't remember what's been said. Alright, okay, well, maybe... What I was thinking is, do you think that the movie will follow the same plot as the games? Or rather, do you think the games, when they finally had the second sequel, the first, when they finally had the second game, do you think that the ending will reveal itself to be the ending of the movie? I don't know. I don't know. It's a very interesting movie. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Passing score. Do I get... Ooh, medium candies. Oh, I don't get large candies. Why do I even go to school? Man, I'm out of here. Those going to bed. I think I'm not far behind you. Thank you for that raid and hope you have a good weekend. I'm gonna take a selfie.
Wham!
And I'm calling it for the night. All right. My entire grade is based on 5 answers, just like any real test. Yeah, you know, from what I remember from college, a lot of my finals were literally 5 questions, and you have all of like 2 hours to do it. That's how you know they were hard questions. Spending literally like 45 minutes on each question. Like, I just need to know the answer. My entire grade depends on this. I can't get anything wrong. I took a class in college that was, it was actually a statistics class, literally probabilities. And I took the final, and for some reason, like, I thought I did decently, and then my grade came back as a D. Like, how? What? No way. I marched right into the professor's office hours. Like, what did I do wrong? What's going on here? Show me the test. He forgot to grade one of the entire questions. So, literally, I was 20% down just from him forgetting to grade one. And then another one of the questions was like, oh, you got the answer wrong, even though all that was... It's probability statistics, right? So you could represent things with a percentage sign, or you could represent things... I forget exactly what happened. It's like, I used different notation. Because, you know, when you do college, you get different notations for... Here's the way to write choosing 5 things from 7. You use like you use like a P symbol or something. I don't remember. He marked the entire question wrong on that one too. I was basically 40% down from the get-go, even though those answers were totally right. I got bumped up to a B, as I deserved. Like, freaking... What the heck? Did you just hate me, Professor? Did you just hate me? Just marking 2 entire questions out of 5 wrong for no reason. Heck, I'm going to sleep. I'll go to sleep. I'm sorry, I've been ranting. Did I save? I'll save again. Kids these days taking selfies. Alright, everybody, it's Friday. You know what that means. You get the Yakuza music. And it also means that I'm in the bucket today, fam. Yeah. Everybody have a good night. Not much to say other than hope you enjoyed the streams this week. Yeah. Today is Friday in California. Not for, 5 more minutes, it'll be Saturday here. Too bad, you get Friday streams. Alright, everybody. No art, but if you ever have any art for the stream, put it in the Discord, and I'll put it up. Yeah. Thanks for coming, and I'll keep it short today. Links are in the chat for all the good stuff, Discord, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. And if you're coming along on the raid, copy this message. Thanks for coming by. If you're going to sleep, have a good weekend, everybody. No streams planned for the weekend. I actually gotta get, actual cleaning done in my apartment for once. Alright. Have a good night. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay clucky.